ass and leave you poison like you touched an Ivy League. You would think I went to Yellow Hall because I'm so Ivy League. I shit on all you motherfucking haters that despise the king. Now I'm in my zone, yup, the kingdom took the throne. I see you lame ass rappers metaphors, y'all can write a song. Y'all hate the Jersey King cause your bitch cream from the way I sing. She gon' need some maxi pads and tampons and fucking wings. But here's a free flow, styling on them while seats though. You would think this nigga was a drug the way they fiend from hold up. Okay, it's back to the basics. I'm still flyer than all these niggas, even in some A6. I'm on your boulevard, that's right. Flipping bricks and shards. I snort a zip of cocaine and flip a zip of hard. And when I spit these bars, I leave the world in awe. Man, I'm so WWE, Monday night is all. I'm so raw. Yeah, boy, I'm so raw. I'm so raw. I'm a singer, not a rapper. When I spit, God drop his jaw. I'm so raw. Yeah, boy, I'm so raw. I'm so raw. I'm a singer, not a rapper. When I spit, God drop his jaw. Verse 2, I'm still shitting. Who knew? I spit that fucking flame, so y'all call me ooh move. See the game I got intact, the competition I just scratch. I'm the greatest of all time, like an Ali boxing match. I'm all about my bread. You heard what I said. I won't fuck with Wonder Woman, I'll fuck Sarah Lee instead. They say that I need spit, but I just do my meds. About to wrap my dick around this game, tell it give me head. I James Bond to be. We rappers ain't fond of me, cause I spit them fucking tidal waves. Fuck that, tsunamis. I'ma take over the U.S. well after I'm 30. From Inglewood to Inglewood, California to New Jersey. What up, Mac 10? Then I'ma take the break, put the game on pause. Have research the industry, turn your head and cough. Tech and tag you lame rappers, call me martial law. I'ma say it one more again, I'm so fucking raw, nigga. I'm so raw. Yep, boy, I'm so raw. I'm so raw. I'm a singer, not a rapper. When I spit, God drop his jaw. I'm so raw. Yep, boy, I'm so raw. I'm so raw. I'm a singer, not a rapper. When I spit, God drop his jaw.
My dope raw like unthawed chicken. Beef patty the coke, watch it rise when I whip it. Please daddy, she scream when I'm deep all in it. All about a dollar while my phone line busy. Focus on the milli, take your orders like I'm chilling. Hands up to the sky when like baby in the building. Dressed in all black, plus I'm rolling with some villains. Man, this deep raw like I'm jacking off in prison. Please accept the call, yeah, I gotta make beds. Type that shit, I crack your head like a fucking eggshell. And if I end up in hell, then oh well. I done lived a hot life, had to do a line of the coke to make sure that it's raw. Quarter pack, I hit the floor, bouncy ball, hit the pin, bowling ball. Sell a brick, grab some hard, make a flip, grab some raw, use some cut, sell it off. That's the price you gotta pay to live the balls like, man, my verse is raw.
I'm so raw. Yep, boy, I'm so raw. I'm so raw. I'm a singer, not a rapper. When I spit, God drop his jaw.
What's good, my people? What's up? Good morning. Good afternoon. Happy fucking Saturday. And welcome back to the Gridiron. We in here. We lit. It's going down, baby. How we doing today? Hit. What's going on? Everybody watching on YouTube. We back on YouTube, baby. This is where we gonna grow. This is how we gonna get it popping, man. It's going the fuck down. The Gridiron back. We got a nice show for you guys today. I'm going over some XFL news because we do have some XFL news today. I will be recapping USFL Week 6. The reason being is because I did not get to do my video this week. I had a death in the family last week, so I didn't get to do my video last week. So I will be bringing it back this week, but we will be recapping the games today. Also, we will also be going over the latest NFL news and talking about some NFL news as well. And I'm tired of hearing about the damn Jets. I'm tired of hearing about Aaron Rodgers. I'm tired of hearing about all that shit. So, you already know. Hold on, guys. Oh, shit. So, sit back, relax, and let's get this thing popping, y'all. Yes, sir. So, we're going to start off with this little half piece. Roll up if you got to, light up if you don't. It's 4:20 somewhere, and it's time to smoke. Let's get it popping, y'all. Let's get it in. Let's get high. Let's talk fucking football, baby. Let's go. Hit. Try doing a shout out for me. Yeah. We could talk about the Cowboys as well. Cause I got a lot to say to Dak ass. I got a lot to say to Dak. Hey, do me a favor. See if you're able to do exclamation shout out and then at, let's just say my wife. See if it works. So we gonna get it in today. First off, let's just jump right into it with the USFL recap. I'm not even gonna waste no time and get that out the way. Bow. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just get that out the way now. You feel me? And let's get this Week 6 recap out the way, only because I want to get into the Week 7 preview. We do got some fan mail today, so that's gonna be lit. Oh shit. Okay, I gotta fix it. I see what I did. Okay. I think I gotta do it as channel ID and not user ID. Let me check something out real quick. It's because of the links, bro. That's all it is. It's the link. Let me see if I can fix it real quick for us before we get into it. Again, I want to thank everybody for being here. Again, happy Saturday, guys. So happy to have you guys here. It's gonna be a good week in USFL. I'm looking forward to that New Orleans and Birmingham matchup for sure. Today on Fox. And yeah, man, we got a lot of things coming, man. I'm like I said, I'm trying to get media credentials so I can go and cover the XFL and the USFL or the NFL games. Goomba, what's good, my brother? Welcome in, man. I'm happy you're here. Welcome to the Gridiron Podcast Show, baby. How you feeling today, bro? How you been? And again, guys, for all my USFLers out there, I'm doing pretty good, man. Still dealing with my work injury, though. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. Case is almost done, hopefully. So, yeah, we got my wife in here. Yeah, my boy Goomba. Hold on, I'm about to fix this shit right now, bro. Cause I think I can get it right. All right, so just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, Goomba, man. It's good to have you in here, man. Definitely. Definitely good to have you in here, bro. Yeah, as far as I can see right now, I can't. I don't know, bro. I gotta figure it out. Cause that shit's that'll be done. Hold on, let me see. Try it now. Try now, hit. Yes, sir. Oh, bro. Hey. Bro, say it again. Yo, say it again. USFL needs some cardboard fucking cutouts of fans in the stands. Because, bro, this is terrible. Okay, so it doesn't work like that. All right. Okay. So we gonna figure it out, man. Hold on, this might be it. This might be it right here. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. I know we're supposed to be getting into some football talk. Give me 1 second, Goomba. Alright, try it now. Hit. So busy working and getting my business going. Finally taking the steps necessary to get it off the ground. Hell yeah, man. That's what's up, bro. Word up, bro. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Congratulations, man. I'm working on getting media credentials to be able to go cover the NFL games, like the Raider games out here. And whenever I'm able to start traveling again, I can go cover games with this show, the Gridiron, and because it's specifically about football, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to get media credentials for that. Ah, shit. Yeah, I guess that's how it works. Let me see if it takes us to the Goomba's channel. Nope, it doesn't. So I gotta fix that shout out. Yeah, I gotta fix the shout out, but I'm gonna disable it for right now, bro. Oh, I can't. Yeah, I gotta fix the shout out. So we ain't gonna use the shout out right now, bro. But yeah, man, that's awesome, Goomba. Word up, man. Happy to hear that shit, bro, for sure. Definitely happy to hear that shit, man. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Yes, sir. We got 4 people watching. Let's get it popping. All right, so week 6 of the USFL, there were actually some decent games. We're going to start off with the first game of the weekend, which was the Pittsburgh Maulers and the Memphis Showboats. Bro. Yeah, we ain't going to use it right now. So, with the Memphis Showboats, I have to give them credit going on this win streak that they're on right now. Yo, that's just, it's crazy because these guys come in the game after beating up on New Orleans and giving New Orleans their first loss of the season. They come in and just put a stomping all over the Pittsburgh Maulers. And Pittsburgh, they're looking like they could be a pretty decent team this year. Troy Williams is not bad at QB. I mean, he did get pulled last week, but I'm just saying, this is what happened when I enter streams. He gets distracted easily. My presence. Hell yeah, bro. Get that shit. That'd be dope to see your ass on the sidelines of the games. Bro, I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm actually gonna get some whatchamacallits. I'm actually gonna get some what is that shit called, bro? Oh, I'm going to buy all the tickets to the home games for the Vegas Vipers next year for the XFL season. And I'm going to go to some Raider home games as well just to cover them, to see if I can cover them, man. Bro, it killed them. It killed them so bad. And for them to not score any points at all and get shut out 22-0, it was just bad, man. It was just bad, bro. And I feel like they did a horrible job on the offensive line's part with moving the line, putting themselves in a position to allow the quarterback to move around the pocket and make some plays happen. They didn't do that at all. I mean, Pittsburgh really just came in on offense and was just awful. I mean, literally just awful. The fumble hurt them. The pass. I believe they had an interception as well. Yeah, that definitely was a washout. Memphis just went crazy. They had fun. The defense went crazy. They had a 109-yard return from a missed field goal. What? My man caught it right at the back of the end zone and ran it all the way back untouched. Like, found the hole, found the seam real quick, seen it, and just dipped. Well, I can't say untouched. He might have broke like 1 or 2 tackles, but, bro, 109 yards to the house. Missed field goal. And they just blew him out the water. Your boy, Mr. Cole Kelly, he went 14 for 24, 135 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Mr. Washington on the ground, 71 yards off of 20 attempts. Cole Kelly had 21 yards off of 10 attempts. And the backup running back, Gray, he had 4 yards off of 1 attempt. I mean, they still put up 96 yards. Like I said, it's about that balanced offense. You get what I'm saying? If they don't have that balanced offense, you're not going to win games. And they had a balanced offense completely. And on both sides of the ball, they just were dominant. On defense, they were all over the place. They were literally just running all over the place, getting after the quarterback, getting after the running back, breaking up passes, stopping the offense from even scoring 1 point. So they did their job on defense for sure. You feel what I'm saying? They got turnovers and all. Dylan led all receivers with 3 receptions and 61 yards. But Papali, he had 3 receptions for 40 yards and a touchdown. And like I said, defense was just all over the place. We're talking 2 interceptions, 3 interceptions, as well as how many forced fumbles? No defensive touchdowns either. No forced fumbles. They did have a fumble, but did not lose it. Cole Kelly did recover that fumble. And then, like I said, it was a 100-yard kick return, 109-yard return off of a missed field goal. It was just an all-bad game for Pittsburgh all the way around, man. And like I said, it was just, like Hit said, it was a washout. You know what I mean? It was definitely a washout. Birmingham took on Michigan at Ford Field. They went in there and just put a hurting on them, 27-13. They stopped the running game. They definitely held Josh Love to only 1 touchdown. Shit, they held Reggie Corbin at 28 yards rushing off of 8 attempts, no touchdowns. I mean, it was just an all-bad game for them. Alex Magoo went 19 for 24, 133 yards, 2 touchdowns. He put up 82 yards on the ground as well. Marable gave us 100 yards rushing. Magoo also scored a touchdown on the ground off those 82 yards rushing. And your 2 leading receivers were Hardy and White with 37 yards and 30 yards. Marable had a receiving touchdown, and White had a receiving touchdown. So that's basically what happened with that one. When the plays didn't meet the field, bro, the players weren't into the game, it seemed like. You know what I mean? Now we get into 2 games that were actually competitive games and close games as well that ended off the weekend on Sunday. You had New Orleans going into Ford Field, taking on Philadelphia because Michigan and Philadelphia share Ford Field. And they took on the New Orleans Breakers, came into this game, you know, as a favorite, a highly regarded favorite. And I got to give it to Philadelphia, man. Philadelphia did their thing. I mean, the defense was just getting after Bethel McLeod, or McLeod Bethel Thompson, and really making it hard for him to really make a lot of plays. I mean, he did have 190 yards, 22 for 38 passing, but he threw 1 touchdown but 2 interceptions, and that's what hurt him. You know what I mean? That's what killed them. Those two interceptions. Now, Wes Hills, on the other hand, he carried the load. 18 attempts rushing, 74 yards, no touchdowns though. Adams had 33 receiving yards. Dixon had 32 receiving yards and a touchdown. Stove had 31 receiving yards. Hills had 30 receiving yards. Anderson had 24 for Surratt and 13 for Morris. That made up your 190 yards in the air. But, you know, it's... No, we don't want to log out. What is going on? But, like I said, man, definitely not a bad game to watch. It was very competitive on both sides. Case Cookus came in 17 for 27, but he threw for 238 yards but had 2 interceptions. So, in the air, it was not a good day for him as far as touchdowns to interception ratio. Colburn the second gave us 62 yards rushing. Cookus gave us 43 yards rushing, and Williams gave us 19 yards rushing. These guys literally scored their touchdowns off of defense. honestly. Defense and I believe field goals. That was it. Let me check. Yeah, Aguilar, 3 of 4. 3 of 4 plus an extra point. So, yeah, that gives you your 16-10 victory for the Philadelphia Stars. And that brings them to 4-3, drops New Orleans to 4-2. Currently, with the loss, Michigan's now down to 2-4. Birmingham's 4-2. So, New Orleans and Birmingham leading the South right now, 4-2. Memphis is 3-3 after the win. Drops Pittsburgh down to 2-4. Then we get to the Houston Gamblers and the New Jersey Generals. New Jersey goes into Simmons Bank Field and Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium, in Memphis to take on Houston. Houston and Memphis share that stadium. New Jersey coming in, they're 2-3. They're needing a bounce back win. They come into this game and you think it's going to be what they need. You think it's going to be a game that they can really come in and take control of from the gate, and it just wasn't the case. Houston was firing on all cylinders. Even though it was a low-scoring game, Houston was firing on all cylinders, and when I say that, they actually kept the game so competitive that for a team that didn't do so great last year, they're showing an amazing turnaround this year. They're also 4-2 now. With the win over New Jersey, they won 16-10. Your boy, what's his name? Gotta make sure I say his name right. Kyle Luletta from New Jersey. He went 17-30, 177 yards. Did throw a touchdown, but he also threw an interception. Darius Victor was held to only 38 yards, man. 38 yards rushing on, and for Darius Victor, that's not him. You know what I mean? Darius Victor is a workhorse. Darius Victor is going to be in the NFL one day. I promise you that. This man is a workhorse. Him and Wes Hills and Mark Thompson for Houston. Wes Hills for New Orleans. Darius Victor for New Jersey. And, Mark Thompson for Houston. I promise you, next 4 years, if not earlier, they're going to be in the NFL. They're workhorses. All they got, Darius Victor just has to hold on to the ball. I mean, bro, the fumbles. Last week he had like 3 fumbles. Or, in week 5 he had like 3 fumbles. The week before that he had like 2 fumbles. Miss Brent, what's up, my brother? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Did you post your question on Facebook or Twitter for fan mail today? Just so I know. Hey, y'all, my boy Dagoomba is streaming on YouTube right now. Go holla at him. Drop him a fucking subscribe. But, yeah, man. Speaking of Mark Thompson is the monster. Kenji Bahar, though, he came back getting injured the week before. 19-29, 130 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions, though. But Mark Thompson, man, 22 attempts on the ground, 82 yards rushing and a touchdown. He's just a workhorse, man. It's like when he is running his ass off, when he's hitting towards, 100 yards rushing in a game, it's like Houston's just winning. So I think that they found their player that's going to be a game changer for them when they need it. I mean, like I said, Kenji Bahar is a very good quarterback for this team right now. He's doing what he has to do. Royalty Gamers _P. How my YouTube name is now, Royalty Gamers and Podcast. Just instead of the and podcast, it's just Royalty Gamers _P. And Royalty Gamers is next to each other, but it's spelled just like this: capital R and capital G, and then _ capital P. But yeah, like I said, Kenji Bahar is a good quarterback for this team, and having Mark Thompson as the running back, really, they commend each other very, very well. You know what I mean? Like, they're a really good fit for each other. They make it really good for the offense to flow. They have decent receivers with Hall, Sig Jr., Rahman as well. Those guys are really doing well for this team. That's why they're 4-2 right now. Like, the South is loaded with 4-2 teams, man. The South is loaded right now with 4-2 teams. So that's why I say that so far the USFL has been a successful season as far as the games going and the quality of the games, but the fan attendance is just horrible. I mean, horrible. It's sickening to see I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, they don't care about the fans being at the games. They're getting the views on TV. That's all fine and dandy, but do you believe those numbers? When we're not even seeing fans show up to these games? You get what I'm saying? I'm just pointing out the obvious. If you want to be successful, you need fans to show up and you need fans to watch. So if either of these spring leagues, the XFL or the USFL, if they expect to succeed, they need to simply do that. Make sure that you're getting fans in the stands and fans watching at home. Period. And the USFL needs to change up this hub system that they got going, man. They need to give all their fans or all their teams a field in their respective cities like the XFL has. Because at the end of the day, man, with the fans not showing up, it's just not good watching. Like, I don't like to watch the games. I watch the games because I'm broadcasting this stuff. I'm covering it, the games, and I'm covering the stats and all that stuff. So I need to. Okay, go to my main channel page on YouTube and go to the About section, and then it should have a link to the Twitter page. Y'all know what time it is, man. Roll up if you got to, light up if you don't. It's 4:20 somewhere, and it's time to smoke. About 30 minutes into the show, so you might as well keep it going. But yeah, man, like, you know what I mean? Also, I feel like if the USFL plans to be successful, like, they literally have to. Hold on, immense print. I got you, bro. Wicked, what's going on, man? And Wicked, I totally agree. I enjoy the game itself anyway because it's football. You get what I'm saying? It's football, and I love football. What I mean is the fan experience just isn't there that you would get watching it. Like when you watch an NFL game, right? Just hearing the fans in the stands go crazy. You know what I mean? Just seeing the fans in the stands go crazy. That gives you that football experience. Like when you're at home watching on the couch, you feel like you're in the stands, especially if you got the surround sound going and things like that. You feel like you're in the stands as well. You feel what I mean? So you're just as excited. When your team does a dumb play, you're screaming at the TV just like the fans will be screaming at the players on the field. You get what I mean? That's what I mean by it takes away that football experience. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel that if they do worry about the fans being in the stands, then just the reception that they would get when people do watch it on TV. Let's just say people who aren't fans of the USFL, but they're like, hey, let me check this out. You get what I mean? And they pull up, they turn on the game, and they're like, oh, got a decent crowd in there. That's going to make them want to watch. You get what I mean? That's what they have to do if they want to pull in people to come and watch the USFL. The XFL doesn't have that problem because they have fields for their fans or for their teams. So their fans don't have to travel 3 and 4 hours or go to a whole nother states and all that crap just to come and support their team. You get what I'm saying, Wicked? Yeah, the NFL was forced to do that during the quarantine year. You're exactly right. But exactly, the fans' presence helps. Excuse me. The fans' presence helps. You know what I mean? That excitement you get, you know what I'm saying? And just the feeling of I'm there too, even though I'm not there. Like, it really would make a huge boost for the USFL presence as a spring league. Because from my understanding, and I'm going to do a lot more research just to make sure that my information is correct, and I'll probably do another USFL Fresh Start video in regards to it. But from my understanding, the USFL is somewhat trying to become a development league. They are trying to become the development league for the NFL in the future. You need a lot. See, that's okay. If it's successful this year, why not? The hell with it. They might as well. They need to. Fox Sports owns USFL. Why not? You know what I mean? Fox Sports owns this. So why not? You get what I mean? And I just feel like they need to put the money into it. Yeah, definitely. Now, another thing that I feel needs to happen with the USFL, not only do they need to move their teams to their respective cities, and you can just DM your question, Mr. You can send them. You can do that, or but I want to actually start using the Twitter and the Facebook for the fan mail to hit. That's gonna be huge for me, because I want people that are coming to the show, you know, they're coming specifically to watch and definitely get their shit noticed, you know, their question asked and things like that. You know what I mean? That's why I'm doing it. I really want people to have their questions asked. I really want a lot of people to start participating in the fan mail, you know, really going and asking their football questions, whether it be about the USFL and the XFL. You said both the USFL and the XFL should be the development leagues for the NFL, honestly. And, bro, I agree. Dagumba, I agree to a certain extent. But I agree that, but I also feel that it should wait. Like, they should wait. We're talking 5 to 10 years. And the reason being is because if you look at it this way, we don't want the NFL to own these teams. You want the XFL to have their team owners. You want the USFL to have their team owners, and you want to wait till they merge, if they were to merge, and then think about being the NFL's developmental league. My whole thing with the NFL having a development league, I just think that they'll change up what we're getting that's so different from the NFL. Like, in my opinion, and some people may agree, some people may not. I know it's a hot debate. Cool. But in my opinion, I think that the NFL is rigged. I think a lot of the games are rigged. I think that they already know who's going to win the Super Bowl and participate in the Super Bowl and everything like that before the season even starts. That's just my opinion. But I don't want that to rub off onto the XFL and the USFL. I want these spring leagues to be developed into something that's going to make it possible for players who need that second chance to get back into the league, or need that chance to show that this is what you missed out on by not drafting me out of college. You get what I'm saying? Plus gives them a chance to develop their skills better. But like the XFL this year, and I'm going to be getting into it here later on in the show, they had over 70 players get NFL camp invites. We don't need to be an official development league for that. Look what the XFL just did after one season. And for the first time in XFL history, y'all, round of applause. The XFL got season 2. Let's fucking go. You feel me? The XFL got season 2 coming for the first time ever, y'all. So anybody who's a real fan of the XFL, this is a moment to be proud of. You feel me? Like, this is a real moment to be proud of. Exactly, a farming system. Do it that way. Because honestly, I'm going to keep it 100 with you, bro. I'm honestly thinking about investing in the Vegas Vipers team out here, or if I'm allowed to, I'm going to try and change the face of spring football and become a minority or a majority owner of the XFL franchise out here. So that way the XFL starts getting owners for all the teams. On the app, Miss Brent, hit the envelope. If you're on your phone on the app, hit the envelope, and then you should be able to do a direct message, or go to my Twitter channel, and then at the top it should say message. It should have the envelope for you to message me. But yeah, I just feel like the farming system would work better, and it wouldn't shit on the league and make the league shitty. It would keep the excitement that we have. Now the XFL and the NFL do have a development agreement, but that's just for the rulings. That's just for the rule changes that the XFL has compared to the NFL. If the NFL likes the rule changes and they see that it's successful and it helps the game, then they'll adopt some of those rules. Don't forget, guys, mods, don't forget to let everybody know to like the stream and subscribe if they haven't. But yeah, man, I just feel like I said, I just feel like as a Renegades fan, I agree that this XFL season was one to be proud of, but it just showed what I've been saying on my show for a long time now. All you got to do is get into the postseason because it's a new season, and that's exactly right. Wicked. Hold on, if I'm correct, we met this morning in the USFL group, correct? Troll. You trolling. Miss Brent, go to, if you're on the phone, you should be able to just hit the envelope icon and then message who you want to message. Or you can go to my page on Twitter and then look at the top under my name and all that, and you should be able to hit the envelope and message me directly. But if you're on my page, just post a tweet on my page. But yeah, Wiz, is this who I think it is? We met in the USFL group this morning. Because I'm going to check out your show. I'm actually looking for people to bring on to the show here with me. Damn, my blunt's shitting on me. Yeah, I'm looking for, okay, bet. My man Gabriel. Oh, gotcha. Well, happy to have you here, man. Definitely happy to have you here. Y'all don't forget to like the stream and subscribe if you haven't. But yeah, definitely I feel that if the USFL does some changes, a lot of big changes, then they'll get the success that they're looking for. The XFL, I just did a video on it. What's next for the XFL? Go check it out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Honestly, and it's just an opinion video. That's my opinion. This is how I feel. This is what I feel the XFL should do moving forward into this offseason. This is what I feel the XFL should do, trying to build this league up to be something. Hey, exactly. Bro, and that's what I'm saying. Look what Ben DiNucci did. Ben DiNucci led all quarterbacks in yards. You feel what I'm saying? And now look at him. He's signed to the Denver Broncos. And Sean Payton's on his head. So I'm just saying, it has to be something positive coming out of it. Because look what these players are getting a chance to do. Get a second opportunity. In both leagues. Don't get me wrong. I feel the XFL is getting players looked at more. Honestly, I think they're having more players looked at than the USFL. But don't get me wrong, the USFL has players that are going to be looked at too. I guarantee it. So I just think that this season for the XFL was just super successful for certain players as well as the league itself. Those players who got all those invites, man, there was just some more recent invites. You guys definitely check out XFL. I'm about to, we're going to get into that here soon too as well. But like I said, it's just like, come on now. You know what I mean? Something has to change. Something's got to give, guys. You know? Yeah, man. The thing I feel about Ben DiNucci, too, the Goomba, Ben DiNucci needs... Hey, you're a Cowboys fan, too? That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Let's go, Wicked. Gotta be honest, as a Cowboys fan, Ben DiNucci really showed me a lot about his game this season. I was impressed, bro, and I was super impressed. He just needs to turn down those turnovers. If he dials them bitches back, and you get a higher touchdown ratio to turnover ratio, bro, you're in the fucking game. You're winning. You showed that you've grown up. You get what I'm saying? I sincerely hate Twitter with a passion. Hit. Don't look, Gabriel. Don't mind my mod hitting. That's my dude. He lives in Texas. He does hate the Cowboys. It's hilarious. He lives in Texas and hates the Cowboys. Fucking hilarious. But he's the troll, bro. He's the troll of my channels. He's the troll of the show. He has fun in this bitch, and he makes sure everybody else does. So don't mind Hit, y'all. Hit is going to keep y'all fucking laughing and rolling. That's what he does. But, yeah, man. Now back into this Week 7 preview. Today, the games are actually going to be later today. Yes, that should help his decision-making. That should help his being able to sit in that pocket a little longer. If the line's holding up and moving around the pocket better, because he showed his footwork in this previous season in the XFL. He showed his footwork. He showed that his footwork has improved and his running game and mobility has improved as well. I was very, very impressed with Ben DiNucci this year, man. I don't care what no one says. I was very, very impressed with Ben DiNucci. And he showed me something that he didn't show me in 2020, and that was a lot more guts and a lot more leadership. So I really feel... Yeah. Yeah, bro. Definitely. Hey, Goomba, man. You, Wicked, shit. Zara, fucking Woody, any of you guys should come on here one day with me and debate with me. Because, not just in chat. I mean, actually live, man. We'll talk about it. But, yeah, Wicked, definitely hit me up. No, we're not talking about Peyton Manning. We're talking about Sean Payton, the head coach. He used to coach the New Orleans Saints, and then he retired for a year, and now he's coaching the Denver Broncos. That's what we're talking about, Hit. But you're fucking fucking stupid. Roll up if you got to, light up if you don't. It's 4:20 somewhere, and it's time to smoke. But yeah, man, if we get these media credentials to cover the games, guys, the Gridiron is going to be out a lot this upcoming football season. If I can get some media credentials to cover the UNLV games, the Las Vegas Raider games, and the Vegas Vipers games next season, it's going to be lit, y'all. It's going to be lit because the Super Bowl is here in Vegas. This upcoming Super Bowl. Oh, word up. Okay, well, we'll chop it up on Facebook, bro. We'll definitely message each other on Facebook and talk further because I'd love to interact with your crowd and, come join the show one time. He said, I want to see gorillas in football. The one thing I do love about my show, man, and some of my viewers, like Misprint and Hitting, like Wiz, Wicked, they don't even watch football, bro. Like, they don't know nothing about football like that. Like, my boy, Misprint Gaming, he's from England. He doesn't watch American football like that and really understand it. So my show is helping him learn. That's what I have the fan mail segment for, where I ask folks to, ask their football questions, whatever it may be. Ask those questions on my Twitter or my Facebook, and I'll ask them live on the show and answer them live on the show. You know what I mean? So this is an informational show for a lot of people too, you know what I mean? And that's what I love. It's not just a debate show. It's not just a stat show. You know what I'm saying? It's a fan-based show. Man, look, the league of opportunity, man. You feel me? And it's crazy. Your podcast show is called Gridiron Gang, I believe, and then my podcast show is called The Gridiron. So, hey, Gridiron boys out this bitch. But this week, like I said, the USFL games are going to be early this week. Today, or later, excuse me, later. Bro, just give it to me on Discord for right now. Just send it to me in a direct message on Discord for right now. Definitely, Gridiron Gang was a really good film, and it was based on a true story. But yes, the USFL games are late today. They're like later than normal. Usually the games will be on already, or at least one game will be on already. But the first game of the week for the week 7 is going to be a huge 4-2 matchup against Birmingham going into. This sounds so funny. New Orleans and Birmingham share home field, so Birmingham is going into Birmingham to take on New Orleans at Protective Stadium. It sounds so funny when you say it because they're playing an away game at home. Like, that's what blows my fucking mind with the USFL, man. You only have 3 teams legitimately with a home field, and that's Michigan and Detroit, Memphis, and Birmingham. Like, you only have 3 teams with home fields. But yeah, Birmingham is going into Birmingham to take on New Orleans at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern, and that's going to be on Fox today. Hey, Gridiron Nation, that sounds great. That does sound really, really good. Whenever we do collabs, whenever I come on your show or you come on my show, we'll just state it like that. It's the Gridiron Nation combined, you know? Gridiron Gang Podcast Show and the Gridiron Podcast Show. A Gridiron Nation combined. That's fucking look. Mind blowing. New Jersey Generals is my squad, and my squad ain't doing that well, boy. I'm gonna need my boys to break out that offensive slump. Yeah, y'all do, man, because I don't know what's been going on the past 2 weeks. But I'm looking forward to this game. Alex Magoo versus McLeod Bethel Thompson. Boy, 2 of the best quarterbacks in the USFL right now. Boy, it's gonna be a gunslinging matchup, baby. And they have the line to boot. They have the line. Both teams have the line to protect their quarterback and push the ball down the field on the ground. Like, they can push these defensive lines back and give their running back space and opportunity to make things happen on the ground. Like, both of these offenses are balanced, but both of these defenses are really good too. Just New Orleans is a way better defense than Birmingham is to me. I'm sorry. In my opinion, I just feel from the games that I've seen this season, which is every single game, I have not missed a game, New Orleans is probably the best defense in the league. That's just in my opinion. But I just feel that it's going to be a really, really competitive game between the two. Yeah, West Hill's going to need to get 100 yards. Easy. Gotcha. Thank you, brother. So we got about a good 5 questions today for fan mail. That's the fuck I'm talking about. Shout out to y'all. Hey, let's go. Let's go. But yeah, man. Let me see. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, guys. I missed out on one thing from last week. And y'all know how I get down. I always make sure I try to talk about and name off the players of the week. So, 1 second. Let me pull that up again real quick. And then I gotta talk about the power rankings going into this week too, because I'm like, yo, what? Like, what? Look. So, offensive player of the week goes to Alex Magoo, 19 to 24, 133 yards, rushing touchdown, passing touchdown, or 2 touchdowns in the air, 117.5 passer rating. Got to give him that. 82 yards on the ground with a rushing touchdown too. Him and Zaquandre Wright connected for the game-winning drive. Your defensive players of the week was Kahava Tazena and from Pittsburgh, and he's a linebacker. And then Michigan Panthers linebacker Frank Ginda. And then your special teams player of the week was Derek Dillon because of that 109-yard missed field goal return for 109 yards. Yeah, hey, New Orleans, I feel just all throughout the season, you've just seen that defense just get better and better and better and better. Even in the games that they lost, that defense still played so well in those games. They just had some little minor mental mistakes. That's really it. Like, New Orleans has a sound defense. They really do. They have a sound defense, and I got to give them that. So, yeah, those are your players of the week from last week. And then listen to this shit. Your power rankings. Boy, oh boy. Does this blow your mind? Houston, #1 in the South right now. They're leading everything right now in the South. They're #1 in the power rankings. They're 4-2, 2-1 in the South Division. Memphis is 3-3. They're 1-2 in the South. They're second in the power rankings. Birmingham's third, 4-2, 1-2 in the South. 4-2 overall, excuse me. New Orleans, 4-2 overall, 2-1 in the South. They're fourth. Philly, 3-3, 1-2 in the North. They're actually, I think, #1 in the North right now. The New Jersey, they're 2-4, 2-1 in the North. They're second in the South, coming off that loss. Pittsburgh, 7th, with 2-4, 2-1 in the North, division-wise. And then, of course, Michigan Panthers, 2-4 overall, 1-2 in the North, and they're dead last in the North as well in your standings. So, I mean, that's what we're looking at. Yeah, Diggs is arguably the best linebacker in the league. He's a fucking monster. I'm surprised he doesn't win. I'm surprised he doesn't win Player of the Week every week on defense. You know what I mean? What's going on, Chuck? Welcome in, bro. Oh, I never made you a fucking mod, Chuck. Yeah. How you doing today, bro? I gotta make sure I'm following your channel. I believe I'm subscribed to your channel too. Just gotta make sure. Oh, sorry guys. If you are a HelloFresh shopper and you do eat HelloFresh, hit that exclamation HelloFresh in the chat. You will get 60% off code for 60% off and free shipping. Also, if you would like to join my Discord, if you are, you deal with Discord, hit that exclamation Discord in the chat. That'll get you the link to the Discord. You can definitely bring y'all ass in there and become part of the family. Also, did it work? Oh no, it didn't work. Shit. Hold on, I think I gotta redo it. Did it work? Hit it? No? No, it didn't work. I gotta freaking do it. But yeah, man, that kind of threw me off. But right now your standings are like this. In the North, you got Stars at 3-3, #1. Generals 2-4, Maulers 2-4, Panthers 2-4. Maulers second, Panthers. Maulers third, Generals second, Panthers fourth. In the South, Breakers are #1. The Breakers and the Gamblers are tied for first in the South. Actually, the Breakers, Gamblers, and Stallions are all tied for first in the South. And then Michigan is second, well, technically in fourth at 3-3. But it's Breakers, Gamblers, Stallions, Showboats. And that's your standings. He said, like the video or hit's going to take you to the sewers. I hate him, bro. Oh, no, I didn't add the HelloFresh. My bad, guys. Hold on. One second, guys. Also, follow me on Spotify as well, because the show is on there. I do replay the show on Spotify, so follow me on Spotify. You feel me? My bad, guys. I'm just trying to get this command right. for the HelloFresh so you guys have it. Because there's also a link that you click on, and it takes you right to the page, the order page. But if you just use that code right there, for right now, I'll put the rest of it in later. Spotify command ain't working either? No, Spotify should work. It might just be late. There you go. Yeah, that should be bugging. But yeah, man, there's your power rankings though. Like, there's your standings or power rankings in the USFL right now. And like I said, we got 2 matchups today. Let me actually get into the games. 1 p.m., 4 p.m. Pacific, or 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, Birmingham and New Orleans. Then you got Philadelphia going into Ohio to take on Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh and New Jersey share the Ohio field, the Hall of Fame Canton Field. Pittsburgh's 2-4, hosting them. Philadelphia again is 3-3. That game's going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern, or excuse me, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. So it's late games tonight. Literally, it's late games tonight. So that's why we're going to be I'm able to actually have the show right now with no games on, because they're actually late games today. And then tomorrow, they go back, I guess, a little earlier, 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You got Memphis hosting the Houston Gamblers. Memphis Showboats, 3-3. Gamblers are 4-2. That game's going to be on USA. That Philadelphia Stars Pittsburgh Maulers game today is going to be on FS1, guys. Again, tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. Eastern on USA. Houston Gamblers taking on Memphis. And then you got New Jersey hosting the Michigan Panthers at the Ohio field at 2:30 p.m. Pacific, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. And that game is going to be on FS1 as well. So that's your USFL Week 6 and Week 7 in a nutshell, guys. Now, let's get into some top headlines and news from your boy, because it's all about the XFL going into their second season. So exciting, isn't it, guys? Like, I'm excited for that shit. I don't care what nobody said. I am excited for that shit, man. We're finally getting to season 2, finally, for the first time in XFL history. And, boy, I should be covering the games next season. All the home games for the Vegas Vipers, I will be there. Viva Las Vegas. Fang gang, baby. Just saying. I'm just saying. I'm Fang gang, and that's how I get down. We an hour into the show, man. Roll up if you got to. Light up if you don't. It's 4:20 somewhere, and it's time to smoke. Anyone have any word on A.J. McCarron's plans regarding NFL as XFL MVP? I'm sure he's gotten some calls, but I know his reason for leaving the league were to not be a backup. Excuse me. Wicked, to answer your question, as far as I know, I think that A.J. McCarron is going to stay with the XFL because he's really passionate about playing in front of his sons. And being that I think he lives in St. Louis, so him playing for St. Louis is just perfect for him. So I think he might actually stay in the XFL next season. But I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me, but I will look into it and keep you guys updated for sure. But like I said, I'm not 100% sure. As far as if I feel he should go to the NFL, yeah, but Not if he's going to be a backup. You feel what I'm saying? Not if he's going to be a backup. I believe and feel he deserves to be a starter on a team. Hell, you're bringing in those rookies to start. Could have had A.J. McCarron. I'm just saying, 3-time national champion. Eddie's a back-to-back national champion as a starter. 1-time national champion as a bench warmer / backup. So I'm just saying, I would have rather have him than trying to entrust my team, or trust my franchise and my team into a young quarterback like C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young. Don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking those dudes. They're big time on the college level. We got to see how they do on the NFL level. But I just feel that they had a better chance. Shit, even Carolina. Let's say, for instance, last year they could have called in for A.J. McCarron before the XFL season even started. I'm just saying. Sign him to a 1-year deal real quick. If he helped the team win, shit, extend him, give him an extension. You get what I'm saying? It could have easily been done, but that's just a choice that they decided not to make in the NFL. And shut your ass up. There are a few teams he could be starting in the NFL. Yeah, and New England too. Yeah, because I feel Mac Jones needs a little bit more developing, and he needs a little bit more grooming as well. But we'll see how he does this season. We don't know how the offseason is treating him, and, you know, if he's doing really, really well in the offseason, or if he's more so getting better, I should say. We just got to see. You know what I mean? So it's just a waiting game, I guess, for the upcoming season. You ain't shut. Go ahead, Chucky. Do your thing, brother. Speaking of XFL, though, bruh, there is so much new merch. Go check out the XFL shop, xfl.com, xflshop.com. Go check out the XFL shop. If you do have a team, like anybody who lives in Texas, there's 3 different fucking teams out there. You got the Houston Renegades, the Houston Roughnecks, the Arlington Renegades, defending, reigning XFL champions, the Arlington Renegades, and you got the San Antonio. Hey, definitely, it would be fucking amazing up in Indy, bro. That's a Dagumba. That would be a great spot for him. I didn't even think about Indy. That would be a great spot for him, especially after losing Andrew Luck the way they did, and then going through all those quarterbacks the way they did. Matt Ryan's not the answer. You know what I'm saying? And I think AJ would be great up in there, man. Definitely. That would be a really, really, really good spot for him. And he could live, and he's not far from Indianapolis, if, you know, living in St. Louis. So, I mean, it could work. Kids could come see the games. You know what I mean? But you never know. But yo, like if you're in Texas, there's 3 teams out there. Go get y'all some season tickets, or get y'all some home game tickets, man. Get y'all some home game tickets. Or you can get some season tickets, because when they play the other 3 Texas teams, you really ain't going to have to travel super far. Yeah, Hitman JT would be lethal, bro. Yes, you're right. You are right about that. And they do have defense. Yes, you are right about that. And I do have to say that Indy does just need a quarterback. They just need a quarterback, and I think maybe a tight end, another receiver, another running back to complement their starting running back right now. And I think that AJ would really fit in there and make it happen for him. Make a nice comeback for herself too. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, XFL got some new merch up there. They do got the jerseys. I'm so angry. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm not the hugest fan of the XFL jerseys right now. I really feel like the XFL jerseys need to be the players, but I think that they are going to do that next season on the shop. I think we might actually get team jerseys of our players, depending on who's on the roster from last year. So I hope that is what the case is. But right now, you only get the number 23 jersey for the 2023 season and the number 54 jersey for the player 54, whole montage of the representation of the XFL now. The player 54, the 54th player who didn't make that 53-man NFL roster. You know what I mean? So, yeah, exactly. Look what he did at Bama. You know what I mean? Indy is built the same type of way, and he could run that. He could get back into that kind of offense he was in college as well. You know what I mean? Definitely, he could definitely get back into that type of offense he was in. Said Anthony Richardson is very raw and will need to develop. I agree. Indy would be a great fit. Exactly. Because Anthony Richardson, trying to entrust that team in Anthony Richardson right away is a bad idea. Bring in somebody like A.J. McCarron. Let him help groom him. You feel what I'm saying? Even if you have Matt Ryan on the team, make Matt Ryan be the damn backup for A.J. McCarron. And Anthony Richardson be the third. You feel what I'm saying? And I think the NFL is adopting that USFL and XFL rule for the third option quarterback, that third quarterback that's not active. I think they're implementing that because of what happened in San Francisco in the playoffs last year. Wiz said, did the XFL lower their jersey prices earlier in the year? The prices were crazy. How much money these fools think we got? Let me go right to it right now, to be honest. I was just about to look at that too to see. Last time I checked, shit was $189.99, bro. I was like, the heck no with you. Yeah, they're still $189.99. Like, y'all smoking, bro. I mean, I might grab one because I'm a Vegas Vipers fan and I need one when I go to the games. And I'm going to need one or two when I go to the games next year. You know what I'm saying? But dang. You feel me? Dang. They don't even got my home jersey. Like, they don't even got my home jersey for Vegas. Or the white jerseys, the away jerseys. Give me this damn pointer thing. Nagumba said they would be a real threat in the South with AJ, to be honest. And I 100% agree, bro. I think that AJ McCarron will be a great fit for them. I think AJ McCarron would actually help groom Anthony Richardson into the right quarterback for that team in the future to put Indy back in, playoff contention, AFC championship contention, possible Super Bowl contention in the next 3 to 5 years. You feel what I mean? But they need somebody with AJ's style and AJ's grit, AJ's leadership. That's one thing I really love about AJ, his leadership, man. He knows how to lead a team. Look what he did in the very first game of the XFL season this year. San Antonio was whooping that ass. And I believe a little bit over a minute and a half left in the fourth quarter. Marched down. They were down by, I think, 18-3 or something like that. Came back and won the game. You know what I mean? No overtime needed. Converted the first 4th and 15 of the season in the XFL instead of kicking an onside kick. Completed the 3-point conversion as well. And came back and won the game. And it was just, you know what I mean? It was just a flawless game on his part, man. There's no doubt about that. It was just a flawless game on his part. They do have the XFL championships for the gear for Arlington as well on there. I'd take AJ over Baker in Tampa right now too. I ain't even gonna lie. That's what I'm saying. Like, AJ McCarron's still better than a lot of quarterbacks that are in the league still. And I'm just like, man. And his decision making as well doesn't turn the ball over a lot. Exactly. The decisions he made, well, the interceptions he had, a lot of the interceptions he had wasn't always on him this season. You know what I mean? It was not always on him. And I noticed that as well, just watching and then going back and watching some of those replays and those highlights from those turnovers that he did have. Excuse me. And you could tell, you know what I mean? You could tell that not every single bad decision was on him. Not every interception was on him. You know what I mean? Some of the receivers didn't do their job on some of them routes that got either undercut or passes tipped or whatever the case. So, it just shows that he has the potential and he has the leadership skills and just everything you need out of a quarterback to lead an NFL team. And I just think there's a lot of places in the NFL right now he'd be a perfect fit for. Indy, Tampa, Carolina, even in Texans, you know what I mean? Just a few places he really would be like prime in. Hell, I think he'd be better in Cleveland than Watson, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. Yeah, you know what I mean? But yeah, the XFL has the championship gear on there for the oh wow. Hold on. Wicked. They do have a 30% off the entire site for Memorial Day. Use code Memorial30. Yeah, I agree with you, Dagumba. If Baker Mayfield plays like he did with the Rams, he'll be fine with the Bucks. I agree with that as well. I feel that he just needs to he just needs to be settled, calm, just run with the offense, flow with the offense, just play with what the coach wants him to go out there and do, and play how the coach wants him to play the whole night. Just do what he did. Exactly what you said. Do what he did in Los Angeles with Sean McVay, and he'll be perfectly fine out there, man. He'll be perfectly fine out there. But yeah, they do have a sale right now that ends on the 29th for 30% 30% off the entire site. So you'll get 30% off the jerseys if you buy them between now and the 29th on the XFL site. June 16th. Okay, so let's get into this news. Look, I'm excited. Let's go. Round of applause for the XFL doing this, and I'm loving this. They're about to have a HBCU showcase, and they're about to host the first ever XFL rookie draft. Let's go. I might have to grab me a Renegades jersey just to celebrate the championship. You might as well. They got Renegades championship gear and everything up there right now for them winning the championship, man. But listen, the XFL is about to host a showcase series in 6 cities and a XFL combine at Choctaw Stadium this summer, y'all. The XFL's not playing, man. They're not playing this year, yo. They really are not playing. Do you realize what that means? Like, do you realize what this means? We're getting a rookie draft, right? So that means we're going to have rookie minicamps. We're going to have OTAs. We're going to have all that. This is why I say go watch my video on what's next for the XFL for my XFL Now video series on my channel, guys. Go watch that video. I got real in-depth on what I feel, in my opinion, the XFL should do. And when you hear what I talk about, you may possibly agree. I mean, holding mini camps and training camps in your team's respective cities, more fan engagement, more local support, getting local media coverage deals, like with the local news stations, going to these local news stations in these respective cities of the teams and getting local media coverage, getting local media advertising, getting the local news stations to cover the XFL games on TV, or at least on the news. Shit, have someone go there and report and interview players and coaches, like, you know what I mean? And yes, I love the fact that they're hitting that untapped talent that is getting overlooked because they go to a HBCU, man. I'm loving that. They're about to do a HBCU showcase at Clark University or Clark Atlanta University. That's going to be on June 17th. And the draft, the rookie draft, is going to be held on June 16th. And it's going to be virtually. So I believe they're going to have it on ESPN Plus, of course. So check this out, guys. Eligible to have been drafted in the 2023 NFL Draft, not under contract by a professional team, are the people. Those are the requirements for the undrafted players. XFL directors, personnel directors and coaches have been actively evaluating talent for its 2024 season, including players who were invited to NFL rookie camps but did not get signed. Let's go. Also, guess what they're doing? They're going to allow for the increased number of players. XFL team rosters will be expanded from 51 players to 90 players during the offseason. More players get a chance to showcase their skills and make the teams. Let's go. And then, if you don't make one team, you still have a possibility of making another team, or at least getting picked up in the middle of the season like some players did this year. Also, what they say, drafted rookies will be placed on XFL rosters with players who finished the 2023 season on an active and reserve list. Let's go. All players who sign an XFL contract, including players who remain under contract from the 2023 season, will have an NFL out until Tuesday, December 26th of 2023, following the week 16 of the XFL season. So there you go. That's how that rookie draft is going to work. So you know what that does? Bro, do you know what that does? That opens up so many doors for so many players that may not see any NFL action this year. That opens up so many doors for so many players who may not see XF or NFL action for 3-4 years, just so they can get even better. You feel me, y'all? Like, this is lit. This is lit. This is so lit. I'm loving what the XFL is doing right now. But they need. Okay, let me ask you guys a question. You said Wicked said, I'm hyped about Isaiah Land. If he shines in Dallas, the NFL may start taking notice. But XFL is smart for hitting that HBCU talent pool right now. And you're absolutely right, especially with what Deion Sanders was able to do at Jackson State. You know what I'm saying? And get the opportunity to now go and coach a big-time school, you know what I mean, in a big-time conference. It's just shows that opportunity is everywhere. You just got to go look. Talent is everywhere. You just got to go look. Coach-wise, referee-wise. Three referees from the XFL also got signed to the NFL to be referees in NFL games this year. So, the XFL is a real league of opportunity, guys. And this is why I'm so big on trying to become part of the XFL broadcasting or sideline reporting team. Like, I love this league. I've loved it since 2001, even though Vince McMahon had it as somewhat of a gimmick back then. But I love this league, and I love the fact that they're tapping in. Like you said, Wiz, they're tapping in, or Wicked. I keep calling you Wiz because I see the Thiz Latin. But Wicked, like you said, they're tapping into that HBCU talent now. They're going and hitting those places that the NFL ain't really looking like that. Like, they might send a scout out or two, but they're not really out there looking like that. You know what I mean? And how would you guys feel about this? Not only does the XFL have training camps and mini camps held in their respective cities, but I feel that they should go out, if need be, if they can't go and find training facilities, they go out and build training facilities. Again, the XFL was only bought for $15 million. You don't think The Rock wiped his ass with $15 million? I'm just saying. So they can go out and build training facilities. Like I said, as a Vegas Viper fan, Cashman Field needs to be renovated. And it needs to be renovated because of the Las Vegas Lights American Soccer League football team or soccer league team plays there as well. And it's just small. It only fits up to 10,000 people. If they give a big renovation to Cashman Field and make it to where it sits 20 to 30,000 people and turn it into more of a football, American football and football type of stadium. Boom. Build a little merchandise store. You feel what I'm saying? Now you got a better stadium. Have a training facility right next to that shit. You know what I mean? Have a training facility right next to it. But here's the kicker. Not only do you allow your fans to come to the mini camps and the training camps and be able to watch and all that in the stands, move your team's actual players to their actual cities. What do you think about that? The fan engagement would be out the roof. The fan engagement would be out the roof. Because now, oh, that's such and such. Oh, that's such and such. You get what I'm saying? Boom. Hey, can I get an autograph? Oh, you play for the Vegas Vipers. Oh, you play for the St. Louis Battlehawks. Oh, you play for the Seattle Sea Dragons. You see what I mean? Instead of having your players live out of a hotel for the entire football season, let them live in the cities that their teams are in. The coaches as well. Tell them, like, look, move to Vegas. Like, for the coaches, get you a house for, like, Rod Woodson. Get you a house in Vegas just for the XFL season and for the off season. For, you know, practice-wise, mini camps, training camps, when it's that time. You know what I mean? Yeah, Vince's second attempt was great. He turned it into he went to basics. It's football. He took the whole gimmick crap out and turned it back to what it was supposed to be about, football. And COVID hit it. COVID made it go bankrupt. Not gonna lie, we honestly hit. I can't hit. No, real talk. COVID did crash and burn the XFL's second run, honestly. But I feel, even though it would have been a success, I feel more comfortable with The Rock and Danny Garcia owning it now. I ain't even gonna lie. But I just feel like I said, you know what I mean? Them moving their teams to the respective cities, like the players and the coaches, having the mini camps and the training camps held in the cities as well that the teams are representing, and the whole nine, man, like the whole nine. More fan engagement, more local events weekly and things like that, especially during the season, more meet and greets. Local advertising is going to boost the XFL so much to where I look at it like this. If every team has local coverage in every city that there's an XFL team, and the local news stations are talking about them, and then people are getting interested, you imagine if at every home game for every team it's sold out. Guess what? Every game of the season's going to be sold out. Period. If Seattle gets the right advertising and they sell out every game at home, and every other in Vegas sells out every game at home, Houston sells out every game at home, DC, every league or every team in the league sells out every game at home, guess what? Every game sells out. Every game. Get it? Even if you're an away team, guess what? You might have fans that'll travel. Games are going to be sold out because now more people are interested because they've seen it on the news. They're seeing it on the local TV stations, and the XFL needs to get a deal with either TNT and TBS with Turner and have games on TBS or CBS. Local stations, free cable stations. Real talk. I'm just saying that's what they need to do. They need to hit that on the head right now. Wicked said agree 100% about moving players to their team cities. Get them out doing community work in the offseason. Thank you. Have them out here doing stuff in the community. Have them out here hosting charity events. Have them out here hosting youth events and things of that nature. Real talk. Just like the NFL teams do. That would kill it, man. That would kill it, bro. That would be so awesome. It would kill the game, bro. Like, it would blow the XFL all the way up for the future, man. Because now when new teams come into the league, when they talk about their expansion, because now I believe after the 2024 season or during the 2024 season, they're going to be looking at places that'll be good markets to expand. That's when they're going to start looking at places to possibly expand to in the future during the 2024 season. But as far as the offseason right now, they're not looking at expansion. They're looking at making season 2 successful, fixing the problems from last season, from this past season, and not having to worry about those issues in this upcoming season. Period. I love it. They're holding a rookie draft. They're holding showcases. They're going after talent. Oh, The Rock was going to purchase your local soccer team. The owner was too greedy and it was called off. Wow, that's fucked up. That is so effed up, man. That is messed up. That is messed up. I'm trying not to cuss, man. I'm trying to get Stephen A. Smith on the show so he can talk to me about my Cowboys. But, yeah, man, I just really feel like moving the teams to their local cities so that they get more engaged with the fans. They hold these charity events. They hold different events with the youth. They engage with the community. They get the community to support them in the off season, so when the season comes, ticket holders are already holding their tickets ready to go. They already got them paid for. And you'll get players that are willing, fans that are willing to travel. Miss Prince said the owner has ruined the team. It's not the first time it was happened. Dang, that's terrible. Making these teams, Wicked said, making these teams accessible to fans on a personal level sells tickets, merchandise, and brings viewers. Fans build an emotional fan would that way. And like I said in my video, the XFL is supposed to be a fan-based league, right? That's what they've been preaching all season, especially leading up into the 2023 season. Okay, bring our players to where we live, especially if we live in a city where there's an XFL team. Bring our players here. We want to see them out and about in the city, especially during the off season. We want to go to the mini camp. We want to go to the practices. We want to be able to go, especially the practices during the season. If we're able to go to the practices during the season like fans of these NFL teams are, and take pictures and all that good stuff, and like myself and Wicked and other podcasters who are looking to end up, covering these teams and things like that, bro, if the XFL does that, success, like you said, selling tickets, like you said, you get what I mean? You're building fan engagement on a personal level. You're getting people who can't make it to these games or can't pay for the tickets or whatever, aren't willing to pay for the tickets right away. They'll watch it on TV. They'll support it on TV. Like you said, they need to bring these teams to their cities and allow them to engage with their fans. And moving them here, especially in the off season, is the perfect way to do it. That's all I can say. It's the perfect way to do it. Having them practice, I'm just using my Vegas Vipers, for instance, because I live in Las Vegas. Having a practice field, or even if they practice on Cashman, whatever. But having a practice facility, field, whatever, training facility, all that stuff in the city during the season, they don't have to be in Arlington. They can still be in their city and then just travel from wherever they live to go to their games. And they can just have the headquarters of the XFL in Arlington. Screw it. And that can be Arlington's training facility and practice field and all that stuff. And you give these teams what they need, their own personalized identity for their fans. Plain and simple. If they have that, they'll be successful beyond their means. They're beyond their measures, beyond their wildest dreams. I promise you. I know what I'm talking about, and I know what I'm talking about because every other person that I talk to about this saying the same thing. And as a, I guess, analyst now, sports analyst now, and broadcaster, and I guess somewhat of a journalist, I know what I'm seeing with my own eyes that needs to happen. As a fan of the game of football, I know what I see needs to happen. You know what I mean? So if they hit key points that will bring in that fan engagement from where it's at now to here, rock it. Miss Prince said, as someone who knows nothing about football, I would love to see a game played on. You're crazy. That would be impossible, and it would be so dangerous. Not tackle football. Wicked said, and this goes back to what you said earlier about the USFL. Everything you're saying about what the XFL needs to do for fan engagement is exactly what the USFL needs to look at to get rid of the hubs. Exactly. Get rid of the hubs. See, the thing I liked about the XFL's idea of the hub is that was just going to be like the main headquarters. And for this season, we're just going to see how it works with everybody practicing at the same place. But we're going to fly everybody out to their games. Period. Home games and all. You know what I mean? The USFL, okay, hubs are basically like headquarters, you could say. You get me? That's basically what a hub is. Hubs is like headquarters. That's all a hub is. It's like a headquarters. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, like, for the USFL, they have 4 hubs. They have 4 different fields that I believe now the teams practice at, and 2 teams share it as their home field. So, like, for instance, they just added the Detroit Lions field, Ford Field, to one of the hubs in the USFL. The Michigan Panthers team and the Pittsburgh Maulers team, if I'm correct, share that field as home field. So that means those Pittsburgh fans have to drive all the way to Michigan just to represent their team and be a fan of their team. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's how it is in the USFL, in the United States Football League, the other spring football league. Not every team has their own home field. Technically, since they added the 3 new fields, Birmingham Stallions, Michigan Panthers, and Memphis Showboats are the only 3 USFL teams who do not have to travel for home games at all. And their fans don't have to travel. So they get the decent crowds of people actually showing up to the games and being in the stands. Yes, every NFL team has their own field. Every XFL team has their own home field. The USFL doesn't. Just 3 out of the 8 teams do in the USFL. So that's what the USFL needs to establish as far as getting their league to possibly succeed in the future. And, oh, no, you're good, brother. No, you're good. Speaking of, before we get into my Aaron Rodgers rant, because, oh, my goodness. Yeah, getting into this Aaron Rodgers rant here in a bit, I am going to get into some fan mail. No, but yeah, man, I just think that if the USFL gets rid of this hub thing, gets all their basically, because I feel like this, the USFL is kind of biting off the XFL in a lot of ways, period, and biting off the NFL in a lot of ways. Yep, the Stallions have been struggling to get home fans too. And it's just like a lot of the teams, just every team struggling to have real home fans. show up to these games. And it's the same thing for the USFL. They don't have no local media coverage. Like, nobody's talking about these teams in local cities that they represent. Nope. What are you going to do? Oh, New Jersey General fans, go all the way to Canton, Ohio to see the New Jersey Generals play in the USFL Pro Spring Football League. No, the USFL is pro football. It's a spring league. Like the XFL. Those are our two spring leagues. Well, we have the United Football League as well, but we don't talk about them. They're irrelevant. They make people pay $10 a month for a streaming service just to watch the damn games in the UFL. That's crazy. That's why we don't cover it on this show. But honestly, man, I just think that the XFL needs to really focus on their fan engagement. They need to focus on, like I said, moving the teams to their respective cities, moving these players, having these players and coaches live out there, holding mini camps, training camps, all that in their respective cities, getting them training facilities, local media coverage, local media advertising, the whole nine. That's what the XFL needs to do. Last question, does UFL have their own teams, or do XFL and or NFL teams compete in two? No. NFL teams compete by themselves. That's the own league. That's the National Football League. The XFL, we don't really know what the X stands for anymore, but it used to stand for Extreme Football League, but that's the XFL. That's a spring football league. Then you have the USFL, which is the United States Football League. That's the other major, I guess you can call it, spring league. So the XFL and the USFL are the spring football leagues. The United Football League is another spring football league. It's just low tier. They have their own teams. Their teams play on their respective fields in their respective cities. Like I said, it's just the USFL. The NFL is the big league. The NFL is the big league. You know what I mean? Like, you get to the NFL, that's the National Football League. That's the top tier pro level, okay? Then you have the XFL and the USFL. Then you got the UFL, Indoor Football League, Arena Football League, Canadian Football League, and all that. You know what I mean? All right. So, since we are doing a lot of questioneering, gotcha. Like I said, the showcases will be held in 6 different cities. The combine is going to be held in Choctaw Stadium this summer. And just so you guys know, the XFL concluded the 2023 season with growth across broadcast, viewership, game attendance, and digital engagement. Awesome. And then again, we're having a rookie draft a week after my birthday. My birthday is June 9th. So that's 2 weeks from yesterday. 2 weeks from yesterday is my birthday. 3 weeks from yesterday is the XFL rookie draft. So I'd like to get into a convo with you in the future about the differences in good versus bad of both spring leagues, but I know that's for another time. I'm going to go back and find your older episodes. Okay, bet. No problem, brother. No problem. And like I said, just let me know whenever you're doing another live and you'd like to have me come on and, discuss some topics with you, debate with you, whatever the case. Let me know, man. I'd love to get to know your audience as well so that they get to know me. Possibly we basically get fans back and forth with each other. We're both covering the XFL and the USFL and things like that. So, I mean, hey, it ain't nothing but to do it. That's how we all grow. Supporting each other, helping each other grow, man. That's the way we got to roll, man. Like I said, I did check out your channel on Spotify too, so I will be checking out your episodes, some of your episodes as well. But like I said, just hit me up, man. But yeah, and okay, what do you guys think about the XFL trophy? I didn't like the divisional trophies. I'm gonna keep it 100. I did not like them shit, y'all. I thought it was way too basic and plain. I was not feeling it at all. Honestly, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I felt like they could have been a lot better. Now, the main trophy, bro, Ivo versus no. Now the main XFL championship trophy, I'm okay with for the most part. Yeah, man, her explanation didn't help it either. You're right. I didn't think it was great. I didn't think it was super trash, but I think it could be better. I think the next one could be better. But I do dig the way they did it. Like, compared to the championship trophies, like the divisional championship trophies, the XFL championship trophy was way better. Way better. Like, I liked the way it looked. I liked the X for sure. I just didn't like the Oreo cookie. Yeah. I didn't like the cookie. The whole Oreo cookie on the bottom, wasn't feeling it. Now the gold X, I'm feeling that, but I think they should change it up. Change up the football, change up the bottom. Keep the X, but change it up. You know what I mean? Real talk. Let's see if there's any more XFL news right now. There's a lot more, like I said, a lot more players. Yeah, the bottom of the XFL trophy looks like a freaking Oreo cookie, bro. It's wild. Check out my posts in my community on YouTube. Check out my community posts. I posted some. I think I posted the picture of the XFL trophy. Yeah, definitely check that thing out. That shit's crazy looking to me, man. But yeah, y'all ready for this? Is y'all ready? Because I'm ready. I'm always ready, baby. You know what time it is? Fan mail. Hey. Let's get it. Oh, this is the wrong damn one. Let's get it. All right. My boy Hidden, they need to get a new designer for that trophy. In my opinion, I did like the gold X, but that's it. Me too, bro. That's it. I only like the gold X. He said that art project was lazy. I just seen it. You go play bowls with that then. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that shit is all bland. Make sure you guys like the stream. Get these likes up, man. Definitely like the show, like the episode, man. We're live. It's going down back on YouTube, doing our thing, man. And it's popping in here today. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, make sure y'all like the stream. Drop a Lizzie like. But yeah, they definitely need to get a new designer for that trophy. For sure. But our first fan mail question comes from my boy Hit. That's hitting in the chat, my mod. He asked, what would you like to see out of the XFL and the USFL, just sports-wise? Example, like more rosters or more locations, etc. Hey, bro, it is a spot on the fucking art project. So Hit asks, what would I like to see out of both the XFL and the USFL, just sports-wise? Honestly, in the XFL, I want more teams eventually. I want more, like, I don't know. I guess you could say, as far as the sports regards go, I want to see more people on rosters. I want them to be able to have a practice squad. I want them to, yeah, definitely. Practice squad for sure. I feel that if they were to do that, it gives other players on the team, opportunity, or other players out there opportunities as well. Hell, being on a practice squad is good enough if that's all you're good for. Yeah, training camps. I want to see the training camps be, like I said, located in the cities and held in the cities that their teams are actually from and things like that. Training camp, mini camp, OTAs, all that. I feel all that should be in their respective cities so that the fans can partake in watching it and being a part of it and engaging for sure. So that's definitely a huge one. Let's go with number 2 now. Oh wait, my bad. With the USFL, I think the same thing. They just need to get rid of the hub system. They need to add more to the roster. They need to really get the training camps and everything. They need to find fields in their cities that their teams are from. The whole nine. Like the XFL is on top of the USFL when it comes to that right now. Like they're the better spring league. You know what I mean? They're the top tier spring league right now if you want to compare the two, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So really, the USFL really needs an overall. Hit asked his second question. Hit has 3 questions today, guys. So we're gonna do all 3 of them for my boy. Appreciate the hell out of you for doing the fan mail and participating. Says, do you think that the USFL will be disbanded and have their players join the XFL, or should they keep fighting to stay around? Honestly, bro, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I feel that the USFL should keep fighting right now. You're good, bro. That's never too many questions. That gives we get a whole fan mail segment today, buddy. It's never a bad thing. Ask as many questions as you want. That's the point of fan mail. You guys are the only ones participating in it right now anyway, so once I get more people asking questions on Twitter and Facebook and posting it on my Twitter and Facebook, then I'll start incorporating their questions. But you can ask as many questions as you want. That's what I'm here for, man. That's what fan mail is there for. But I think that the USFL should keep fighting because well, save some for next week. You know what I mean? Save some for next week because it's a weekly show every Saturday. So just save some for next week. We'll get them all out. We'll eventually get all of them out the way because they're never going to go away. You're always going to have a question. I promise you. You feel me? So don't trip. But you're definitely making fan mail super fun right now. But I think that the USFL should keep fighting. They have good players. They have a good system going for themselves. I just need them to get better. Like I said, they need to pick up the pace with the XFL and try and, join them in fan engagement, fans being in the stands, viewers, watching, the whole nine. You know what I mean? But I don't think that they should give up. I don't think that they should just go away. I think it's good for football to have year-round football. If you look at it, we're not even really going to get that much of a break when the USFL season ends. Because when the USFL season ends, I think 2, maybe 3 weeks later, the college football season starts. Well, no, actually, listen, when the USFL season ends, the NFL preseason starts, and then college football starts after that. Then you got Jersey the King on Facebook. Just post your question, bro, on my page. Yeah, that's all you gotta do. What was I just saying? I forgot. Oh, snaps. I forgot that quick. No, it's at Jersey the King on Facebook. But, oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I think they should stick around. They have a good system going. They just need to get better with what they're doing. You said I get that for sure. Tough it out. But I'm not going to wait for them to get the act together. It takes more than 2 years. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, and they're in their second year. And that's the crazy thing to me. The USFL is in their second year, and they had a better outcome last year when it came to fan engagement and fans showing up to the games than they do this year. And it's crazy. You got more hubs. You only had one stadium last year, and you had more people. He says, I think they're using the US. All right, Wicked says, I think the USFL has the presentation on lock, and it's very well done, but definitely need to get these teams to their home cities if they're going to survive in the long run. And that's the main thing they have to do first. They have to get, if they want to survive, they have to get their teams to their cities. Period. Do that first, and then everything else for the USFL should fall into place because they have the right setup, they have the right presentation, they have the right everything. They just don't have the right advertising. They don't have the right fan engagement. They don't have the fact that the fans of these teams have to travel, all that. That's killing them. That's really, really killing them. So I think they should stick it out and tough it out and try not to just give up easily, because trying to force the USFL out isn't a good look on anybody's part as a league, whether it be the NFL or the XFL, which I don't believe any of them are trying to do. I think the USFL is failing in certain areas on their own accord, you know what I mean, due to their own failures. But like I said, they do have a lot of work to do, but they don't need to go away. All right? So, that's just, like I said, my opinion. And Hit's last question for this week. Great question. What do you want? Hitting asks, what do you want out of both leagues in the next season? Okay. Me personally, I want to see, like I said, basically a lot of the things that I said in my XFL Now video that I just put up, the what's next for the XFL. Local media advertising. Okay, gotcha. Local media advertising. More fan engagement. And this is out of both leagues. On the USFL's part, moving their teams to their local city. Well, getting their teams a football field in their local cities. From the XFL, moving their players to their local cities. If the USFL can do it, great. Do that too. More fan and team events, teams holding charity events and community events in the cities. Just more fan engagement, man. Just more everything. Get Dean Blandino the fuck out of the XFL because he sucks as an official person. He's just horrible. Like, there was so many replays that I was looking at, and I'm like, There we go. All right. Are we back? Can you guys hear me now? Let me know. Let me know. Yeah. Let's go. All right. Okay, in my opinion, Misprint, to answer your question, who are the top 10 players in the NFL right now? It's kind of hard to say, but I'd say Jalen Hurts, Jesus Christ, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. I mean, there's too many. That's a hard question to answer. Honestly, that's a hard question to answer. Hey, we're up to 162 subscribers. Let's go. Yo, let's go. That's big dog shit, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I love the hell out of y'all, man. Word. But yeah, that's kind of a hard question to ask to answer. No, CeeDee Lamb up there, bro. Don't play. CeeDee Lamb, my nigga. Micah Parsons is one of the best defensive players in the league. He's top 3 defensive players in the league. I'm still not sold on Hurts either, but you know, of the growth that he's had over the last 2 years compared to some of these other quarterbacks. Just saying. But yeah, that's a hard question to ask. It's more so top 10 players at each position. That would be a better question to ask, and then I'd go do my research on that one and actually get those numbers for you. So that's a question I'll answer for you next week, and I'll do at just at the top players at each position as far as like quarterback, wide receiver, running back, tight end, defensive end, defensive tackle, linebacker position, safety, and corner. So we'll cover each position, each major position, and give you your top 10. The best play I've ever seen in my life personally, I'd have to say, was back in, I believe it was the early 2000s. I believe you on Hurts though, Wicked. I'm not sold 100% on Hurts either. If he brings that consistency back this year, then okay. You know what I'm saying? But oh yeah, guys, like the stream. Don't forget to like the stream. Exactly. Yeah, definitely. Positional lists are the best. So I got you next week, Misprint, on that one. I'm gonna give you top 10 in different positions. You got me? Honestly, I have to say it was Green Bay Packers game. Antonio Freeman caught the ball off of Minnesota Viking defender's body. Like the ball bounced off his body. He picked the ball up. Like he caught the ball while laying down and got up and ran. And scored a touchdown. One of the greatest plays I've ever seen, honestly. And I was young when I seen it. I love him, bro. Yo. So yeah, that for me, that's one of my favorite plays of all time. Definitely. What's number 3? What are the all right? Misprint's third question is: what are the differences in the rules between the 3 leagues? Okay. So for the NFL, standard rules. Basically, we'll call it. You can't, okay, let's just say the difference is, like, the kickoff for the NFL is totally different than the kickoff for the XFL. The USFL is similar to the NFL, right? So, like, with the XFL, players stand 5 yards apart. The kicker's like 20 yards back. The returner's like 30 yards back. The players on each team can't move until the ball is caught by the kick returner. And that's just on a kickoff. On a punt, it's regular. Some of the clock rules are different as far as, like, in the XFL and the USFL, the clock continues to run. For the USFL, in the last 2 minutes of the second quarter, the XFL, excuse me, the last 2 minutes of the second quarter, last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter is when the clock stops if the ball goes out of bounds or it's an incomplete pass. The XFL doesn't kick extra points after they score a touchdown. 1 point conversion is done from the 2 yard or the 2 yard line. The 2 point conversion is done from the 5 yard line, and the 10 point conversion, or the 3 point conversion is done from the 10 yard line. And yeah, that's what I heard. D-Hop is considering signing with us, bro. I said, yo, what? You signing with my Cowboys? D-Hop, Brandon Cooks, CeeDee Lamb, and Michael Gallup? What? I'm just saying. That's Dagoomba's other, I think that's Dagoomba's other page hit. But yeah, I'd have to say that's one of my best. Or that's the main rule difference is you got the kickoff rule. You have the kickoff differences, the time differences as far as the time clock or the clock and the speed of the game. The XFL and the USFL are much faster. Yeah, that would be crazy. It is too many mouths to feed. It would just push Gallup to the back and make him a fourth receiver. At all, bro. Us Cowboy fans is gonna be going crazy. You see, I'm a fan. I'm a boys fan. My bad. Die hard, baby. Die hard. But but yeah, man. That's really the major differences in rules. Well, I'll get more into those rules for you next week as well. I'll just go back and look into everything that's different. Because like the USFL, they do 4th and 12 instead of the regular kickoff in the fourth quarter. If a team is down and they score, you can kick an onside kick and go for 4th and 13 from their own 33, I believe. But the XFL started it, and it's 4th and 15 from your own 25. If you make it, you keep going. You keep the ball. If you don't, the other team gets the ball. All right. Next question, he said, what the fuck is arena football? Okay. Miss Sprint. Okay, arena football is indoor football. It's totally different when it comes to, like, the setting. There's boards. There's, like, padded boards around the sidelines. And, like, instead of you being able to run out of bounds, you run into a padded wall. There's no out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? There's no out of bounds that you can run out to or anything like that. It's all indoor. All the arenas are inside. The rules are different from NFL, XFL, USFL, any spring football league. You know what I'm saying? It's just a totally different league. And like I said, it's just all indoor and with totally different rules. Not too different, but different rules. You got another question. He said, what's the YouTuber destroying up to now? He's still doing his ones. Like he does his 1v1. Still, he's got a new one coming out. I've just seen. And he's working with the XFL actually. He was actually at a lot of the XFL games on the sideline, covering the games, interviewing players and stuff too, so. Damn, you did? That's what's up, Wicked. That's what's up. You tried to actually get into arena football. That's what's up, though. That's something I couldn't get into either, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I couldn't get into it like that either, bro. And let's go check out Chuck's question. And see what Chuck posted. Chuck. I love it. He said, do you ever think John Elway will come back to football? As a player, hell no. But he is, I believe, the president of operations or something like that. He's like in the head office. He's like in the front office of the Denver Broncos, bro. But as far as like playing, hell no. But he is a part of the Broncos organization, if I am not mistaken. Yo, that is fucking funny. Soccer with the oval ball you play inside and break your mama vase. He said that's arena football. You're fucking dumb. Hey, yo, I can't stand his ass sometimes, bro. Fucking hit is so stupid. But Chuck, classic. I love it. I love it. That was awesome. That was fucking awesome, bro. Word. He said, will Elway ever make a comeback to football? Bro. That is hilarious. Oh, man. Oh, man. That is so funny, bro. I can't even lie. That is so funny. But that is all the questions for fan mail. Hey, yo, Chuck. I love it, brother. I love it. That's it for fan mail. Again, guys, if you want to have your questions asked and answered on the show, all you got to do is just go to my Twitter page, go to my Facebook page, and post your question. It'll be right to me, and I will ask and answer the question on the show. You feel me? For sure. Most definitely. Also, I wanted to talk about real quick. The following players: Chris Blair, wide receiver from DC, got an invitation for NFL tryout to the Tennessee Titans. Max Borghi, running back for Houston, got an invitation to Cleveland. Sal Cannella from Houston, tight end, got an invitation to Cleveland as well. Brandon Dillon, tight end for Vegas Vipers, Fang Gang, got an invitation to Washington. Darian Evans, defensive back out of Arlington, got an invitation to the Seattle Seahawks. Silas Kelly, linebacker for St. Louis, got an invitation to Green Bay. Joshie Martin, defensive lineman for Vegas, got an invitation to Houston. Briley Moore McKinney, tight end for DC, got an invitation to Tennessee Titans as well, along with Chris Blair. Long snapper Antonio Ortiz from Arlington got an invitation to Pitt. Your boy Ja'Cory Pearson got an invitation. That's Jay Peasy from Destroying's 1v1s. From the Seattle Sea Dragons, he got invitation by the Seattle Seahawks. And Cam Sutton, tight end for the Vegas Vipers, got a invitation to New Orleans. So that's all the new players recently that got invitations from NFL teams. Y'all know what time it is. Roll up if you got to, light up if you don't. It's 4:20 somewhere, and it's time to smoke. Now, what we've all been waiting for. What we've all been waiting for. Oh, my goodness. I am so sick and tired of hearing everybody talk about Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. How did you do that? What? New subscriber? Let's go. Hey, Wicked with the subscription. Let's go, baby. I heard that noti go off. Yeah. Wicked with the subscription. That's what I'm talking about. Word up. We at the 163, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. 5 likes on that thing. I appreciate the sub. Wicked, most def, bro. Appreciate the sub for sure, man. But who else is sick and tired of hearing about Aaron Rodgers and the Jets being Super Bowl contenders all damn ready? Really? Like, really? What the really? How? Like, let's how? Why? Hold on. Stephen A. Smith. I know Aaron Rodgers is a bad man, or in my opinion, used to be. But Super Bowl favorites, Super Bowl contending favorites already? Come on now. Shots fired, bro. Come holla at me on the Gridiron, man. We need to talk. And you keep bashing my Cowboys. So, shots fired. Come talk to me. Come talk to me. Period. I'm just saying. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Do y'all see who... Are we all not seeing the same divisional opponents in the AFC East that the Jets have to worry about? Are the Buffalo Bills not a favorite to go to the playoffs? Or is Miami not better? I mean, Baltimore just signed Lamar Raven Jackson. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to call him. Lamar Raven Jackson. To the 5-year extension, you know, he could be flocking for 5 more years. It's going to be a whole lot of flock. So, come on now. They just got Zay Flowers from Minnesota. OBJ. They got a defense. They got an offense. Are you serious? What are we doing? What are we talking about here? Has anybody else seen how Aaron Rodgers has played these last 3 seasons? Somebody tell me how many times the Green Bay Packers has made the playoffs in the last 3 seasons. Don't worry. I'll wait. I'm just saying. Because Aaron Rodgers had players. Oh, they got Aaron Lazard and Mercedes old behind. Mercedes, Alan Lazard. I'm supposed to be afraid of him going to the Jets? He wasn't even a number 2 in freaking, what's his name? He wasn't even a number 2 in the Green Bay. So you're telling me just because now he's literally, what? Just because he's going to the Jets? What is that? Did you clipped it? Oh, that's dope. Thank you. Yes. I'm just saying. What is that? But again, misprint. Clip this part. Again. How many times has Aaron Rodgers taken the Green Bay Packers to the playoffs in the last 3 seasons? Don't worry, I'll wait. Just in the AFC conference. Don't give me, we're not even, hold on. Wait, just in the AFC East alone, you got 3 teams that could just put a hurting on you at any given time. Wicked said, Chargers, KC, not going away either. Terrence Lawrence about to make another leap in Jacksonville. Exactly. Rodgers got to get through Miami, Buffalo, and Belichick to even get. Oh yeah, I forgot. I said that Lamar Jackson. I'm just you're right. It's the New England Patriots in the AFC East, Miami Dolphins, and the Buffalo Bills. Sorry. But, exactly. You got the Chiefs. You got the Chargers. You got Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Kellen Moore is no longer in Dallas. He's in Los Angeles. He's the new offensive coordinator for Los Angeles. That's an AFC team. Ain't no telling what the Raiders might do. We got to see. The Broncos got Sean Payton now. I know Russell Wilson had a bad season last year, but don't be Super Bowl favorites? Are we serious? I'm about to see right now. Yeah, it worked. It sure did work, bro. It sure did. But, I mean, come on. Come on. Come on. Let's be 100, man. Let's be 100, people. Super Bowl favorites. Thank you, Wiz. Y'all acting like Aaron Rodgers ain't have talent around him in Green Bay. Y'all acting like he ain't have 2 running backs that could get the job done through injuries and all that. He's so funny. Hey. Like, let's keep it real. He had weapons. He had a defense. He played like crap. Period, point blank. Period. Aaron Rodgers played like crap over the last 3 seasons. And it's been the cause of Green Bay's demise. Let's not joke around. Let's not act like he wasn't. Like, honestly, if you really want to look at it, let's just go back 2020. Aaron Rodgers went 372 for 526 passing yards, or passing completions, 4,299 yards, average 8.2 yards a pass, 268 yards per game, 48 touchdowns that season, only 5 interceptions. He was sacked 20 damn times, and no postseason, if I'm correct. 2021, 366 for 531, 68% completion, 4,100 yards, average 7.7. See that shit drop? 257 yards a game, 37 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, sacked 30 times. Last season, 350 for 350 out of 542, 64% completion rating. Does anybody else see a number drop? I see a number drop. Does anybody else see a number drop? I'm just saying. Does anybody else see that number drop consistently over the last 3 seasons? And again, Green Bay did not make the playoffs. So you expect me to believe that just because the Jets have offensive talent, a few offensive weapons, and a hell of a defense out there, that just because they added Aaron Rodgers to their team, even though they gave up some costly draft picks for the future, in my opinion, you're telling me that they're Super Bowl favorites already, stop it. And you analysts on TV are crazy. Y'all are crazy. I watch First Take every single day. And every time they talk about this, I laugh. Because Stephen A. especially, he'd be like, oh, Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. Look, he said, Wicked said, dude had a two-headed monster in running back last year. Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs with Alan Lazar, and couldn't beat Justin Jefferson for the decision. Come on now. Or for the division. Exactly. Y'all let the Minnesota Vikings and Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson and Dalvin Cook, that was it. That was their offense. You let them win? Exactly. Justin Jefferson won the division for the Vikings. That's exactly right. I agree with that wholeheartedly. 1,000%. And I'm just like, come on, man. It just doesn't make any sense to me. How can you just put him in that position like that? He already hurt himself in practice or in training camp. Calf strain already. I'm just saying, like, you can't tell me that you expect me to believe over the last 3 seasons that was a record. And don't get us going back to 2019 or 2018 with the 62% completion ratio, or the 62% completion rating. Like, don't get me started. Y'all are killing me. Stephen A. all the time. That's a bad man. But he ain't been that bad in the last 5 years. Numbers-wise, getting his team to the playoffs, NFC Championship, the whole 9. I mean, come on. Super Bowl favorites? That brings me to my next topic. I'm done with Aaron Rodgers. In my opinion, if the Jets do have a successful season, they'll be making it to the divisional round of the playoffs and getting bumped out. Period. That's in my opinion. But that brings me to my next subject, and I know some Cowboy fans may be mad at me, but I'm going to tell it like it T.I. is. Dak Prescott's not the answer. I'm sorry. If he doesn't do better this year, he's not the answer. I watched First Take the other day, and they're like, is it Super Bowl or bust for Dak? Or what does Dak have to do to silence the critics? And I agree 100% with a lot of what was said. But I also feel, clip this, y'all. In order for Dak Prescott to silence the critics, he has to get to the NFC Championship game or the Super Bowl and win. Not just get us there and then make up excuses on why we lost, but get the Dallas Cowboys to the NFC Championship game and win. All right, Wicked, a fellow Dallas Cowboy fan, said the Prescott debate. Yes, of course. He said, I'm a Dak guy, but he's got everything in place this season. It's on him and McCarthy now. Exactly. Kellen Moore is not there anymore. Mike McCarthy is calling the shots as far as the plays on offense. So, there's no excuse whatsoever for Dak this year. There's no excuse whatsoever for, I made bad decisions. Hey, real shit. No trolling involved. You're not lying. He needs to stop sucking his thumb and playing with his finger up his behind and start playing football. Yeah, exactly. He has to play well in a loss for people to know that he's getting better, for people to feel that he's an elite quarterback. Right now, Dak Prescott is a top 15. Maybe not by the numbers. It may put him in a higher bracket, but the way he plays like he's a top 15 quarterback when he makes these dumb excuses and dumb plays and dumb decisions. Like, you trying to do what other quarterbacks are doing. You trying to be like Patrick Mahomes and throw the ball in needles where you don't need to. Try to thread the needle in places you don't need to and in spots you don't need to. Instead of just letting the game come to you and flow. Have the Cooper Rush mindset. Cooper Rush went like 5-1 and threw like maybe 2 interceptions during that whole span when Dak Prescott was out last season. Like, come on. Like, come on. Play the game. Don't overdo everything. Everything. Like, he needs to... hashtag Dak do better. Jeez Louise. Dak do better. Because... real talk, hit. I really need somebody to clip this. And I'm going to keep saying it. I'm going to say it all season long, depending on how he play. Dak Prescott. If you do not at least get us to an NFC Championship game this season or to the Super Bowl, me, as a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan, I am personally going to start a petition to have you traded. Period. Dak do better. Hashtag Dak do better. Shots fired. And as a diehard Cowboy fan, to all you guys out there, you should feel the same way I do. Dak Prescott has not gotten us past a divisional round in his entire career. You don't believe me? Go look it up. If you're a diehard Cowboy fan, then you know this already. Dak Prescott has not gotten us to a divisional round, or past, a divisional round playoff game in his entire career. He has not won a divisional round playoff game in his entire career. He said I would switch teams. Never. I ain't never gonna stop rooting for my team. That's never gonna happen, bro. But Dak, do better. Plain and simple, bro. Exactly. You say you still have him top 10, maybe at 10. I think a lot of what was done last year was partly on Kellen Moore. I agree. Dak plays best outside the pocket and plays on the fly. Overthinking is his Achilles heel. And you're absolutely right. And he overthought a lot of plays last year that I don't put on Kellen Moore. Like that Houston Texans game. Come on now. Now the play calling by Kellen Moore all season long. All season long. Horrible. I'm going to keep him 100. Even in the games we won, horrible. I do too. You said, Wicked says, I hate when he tries to sit in the pocket and take too long on his progressions. He has to get better at making decisions. He does. He has to get way better at decision making, and he has to get better at where he's looking. Like, he needs to cover the field quicker. He needs to make his progressions, go through his progressions quicker. Like you said, he need to go through those progressions a lot quicker than he's doing it, because it's affecting the whole chemistry of the team. And you could tell, especially when we're in a flow. You know what I'm saying? When we got the running game going, and then he'll be going with, he'll have a flow going with the passing game, and then he'll mess it up by taking too long. You know what I mean? And you said an ADHD test, and I just feel like one of his biggest weaknesses is exactly that. Overthinking everything. Trying to do too much. Yes, oh my goodness. A championship is going to be a team effort, but Dak has to be the field general. We all know he's a locker room leader, but guys got to trust him on the field too, and the wide receivers got to be consistent this year. I feel the same way, man. If there's no consistency with the wide receivers, it's going to really affect us, especially with us bringing in a new tight end. We definitely need to bring that tight end into the fold with chemistry. You know what I'm saying? We need to bring that tight end into the fold with chemistry. We need to bring that tight end into the league, knowing that he's going to be successful in the future and he's being set up for success in the future, and he could possibly come into the league and win a championship in his first year. But I'm not looking at a championship. We need to not only win our division, but get to the NFC Championship game and win. Period. A lot of people have to understand, if you didn't check the schedule, Dallas Cowboys fans, we have to play the entire AFC East. Jets, Bills, Patriots, and Dolphins. Just saying. So that's already going to be a tough task. 3 out of those 4 teams are top-tier teams in the AFC. That's going to be a tough task on its own, taking on all 4 teams this season and having to win all those games. Dallas has a pretty tough schedule this season. We could say you think they'll wait to see how he does this year before thinking of reworking his deal. And I feel that too. If you are going to rework his deal, take some money away. Why? Because he don't deserve it. And every Cowboy fan out there should be saying the same thing. Dak Prescott don't deserve all that money he's getting. Even with the restructure he just did. He don't need all that money because he don't deserve it. He has not got us past the divisional round in the playoffs in his entire career thus far. He may have won a wild card playoff game, and that's it. But a divisional round game, he has not done. He has not gotten us a win in the divisional round. Hence, no NFC Championship appearance. So, until he does that, they don't need to be worrying about reworking his deal. They need to worry about restructuring his deal and beefing up that linebacking core on defense. Yes, we got to freaking play San Francisco again. And not only that, sad to say, it hurts me to say it. It pains me to say this. But the Commanders are defense or are decent. And ain't no telling if they're going to get better next year from how they were. You got to imagine almost every team in the NFC East made it to the playoffs this year. So, yeah. So, yeah. If all these teams are the same next year, we got the Eagles again. Got to worry about in the NFC East. Got the Giants again. We got to worry about in the NFC East. We got possibly the Washington Redskins we got to worry about in the NFC East. We have the San Francisco 49ers that we have to play during the regular season this year, and we've lost to them in the divisional round in the last 2 seasons. So, our schedule is not the easiest. So, hey, Cowboy fans, as a diehard, every year is not our year, and this year possibly may not be our year either. I'm just giving us reality. Sorry. That's a real fan for you. I look at everything for what it really is. I'm not going to just say, oh, it's our year because it's my team and I'm a diehard fan. No, I'm going to give myself reality as well. This upcoming season is going to be a tough one. And if Dak ain't playing lights out and MVP, Super Bowl MVP, I'm the GOAT style play this whole entire season. Exactly. If Washington would have made the playoffs too if Rivera didn't get in his own way when he benched Heineke for Wentz. You exactly right. If he would have kept Taylor Heineke in the game as the starter, they would have made the playoffs too. Period. No lie. No doubt about that at all. I don't care what nobody says. You stupid, bro. No, real fans are going to real fans should know that we got a tough season coming up, and Dak got to be on all cylinders he's got to be on all pages with the coaches, the receivers, the running backs, and the defense, believe it or not. Because he's a locker room leader. So, he said to Wiz said, to be honest, we don't win. If we don't win it this year, Quinn will be our head coach next year, and Dak will be on the hot seat. Yep. Or Dak will be gone. Because I'm not playing. I'm going to put in a petition. What are we paying you all this money for? To get the division around? To get to the division around and that's it? That's why you're getting all this bread? No. Nah. Sorry. I'm not feeling that. At all. Hold on. My bad. I'm not feeling that at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that he deserves the money that he's getting right now because he hasn't performed as far as getting us to where we should be at, and that's NFC champions. Contending for a Super Bowl, playing for a Super Bowl. Like, come on now. Dan Quinn has done everything on that defense that he's supposed to turn that defense around. Weapons. Oh, my God. Mike McCarthy better be on his fucking, excuse my language, Mike McCarthy better be on his freaking clock management this year. Because if not, that's going to kill us too. Wicked said, I agree 100% about Dak going into the season. I still think McCarthy will be gone before Dak, but we could be in the market for a QB in the draft next season. Yes, sir. I was hoping that we get Sean Payton. I ain't even going to lie. I was hoping that we get a shot at Sean Payton, but he went to Denver. Bro, you got to imagine Dan Quinn and Sean Payton together. That would have been so vicious. That would have been set up for success. Straight up. I thought that was what we were waiting on when Sean Payton retired. I thought that was what we were waiting on when he retired for one season to pass. We see how we do with Mike McCarthy this past season. If nothing, get rid of him. Get rid of him. Bring in Sean Payton. Now you got Dan Quinn and Sean Payton. If you want to keep Kellen Moore, whatever the case, but bring in Sean Payton as the head coach. Bring in, keep Dan Quinn as the defense coordinator. Super Bowl contending team. Possibly. That's what I would have done as an owner. Period. I'm not even going to play around. As a Dallas Cowboys fan, that's what I would have done. I would have got rid of McCarthy this past season and signed Sean Payton. Period. Offered him enough money to get his ass in there and got him to sign as the head coach. Have Dan Quinn come back as the defensive coordinator. Boom, boom. If we keep Kellen Moore, great. I think Sean Payton and Kellen Moore would have been a pretty good team up for offensive coordinator and head coach, in my opinion. And, again, I just feel like that would have been a better fit for the Cowboys. But McCarthy's managing the clock is like watching a toddler trying to understand how algebra works, says Wicked. Yes, bro. We agree on that. As Cowboy fans, we agree on that 100%. McCarthy's clock management is just horrendous, man. It's the funniest thing to watch. It's the funniest thing to watch. It cost us the playoffs last year, or the year before last, I believe. I ain't even gonna lie. But since we don't have that, we got to deal with McCarthy this year. I don't know right now who. I got to go back and look at all the rosters, especially after. I think I'm gonna wait till preseason, look at the preseason rosters and everything, and then I'll really talk about who I have as favorites, and if it changes during the season and things like that. But we just got to see We just got to see right now if, you know, what these teams are going to do going into the season, who they're going to keep from these mini camps and stuff like that. That's going to be huge too. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm not huge on the whole Aaron Rodgers and the Jets being the favorites. I'm not huge on that at all. I don't think that that's the case at all either. And like Wicked said, I think we're on the same page. I don't even think they're going to win their division. I think they may be second or third in their division and barely get out and make the playoffs. You know what I mean? Yo, Hit is crazy, bro. Hit be cracking me up too. But he ain't lying though. Dak better go out there like Captain America this season, man. He better go out there like Thor or somebody or Iron Man, bro. He better play like Iron Man. Boy, because I'm telling you, he going to go out like Iron Man. But stop playing. Because it crushes me every season, man. It crushes me every season as a Cowboys fan. I'm sorry, but like I said, man, I just feel like there's going to be a lot more better teams. Like, don't sleep on Lamar Jackson and the Ravens next season, man. The Ravens are going to come back with some firepower. Lamar Jackson's healthy again. Now he's got more weapons around him. It's set up for success, man, over there in Baltimore, so I won't sleep on them. Never going to sleep on the Bills and Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs over there and Gabriel and them. I'm not sleeping on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't sleep on them. So, exactly, and don't forget about the defending Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs, AFC. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. I mean, it's just so many AFC teams out there that's gonna be so competitive next season. I can't just put the Jets as a favorite. Trevor Lawrence and the what the hell? Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars ain't gonna be nothing to play with. Ain't gonna be nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't sleep on them. Wicked said JJ did some rare things this offseason. It's clear he's going to go all in for this season. McCarthy's job is ultimately in Dak's hands. How confident is he? Hey, real talk, man. How confident is Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott having his job in his hands this season? That's the interesting question that I feel needs to be asked too. And I don't know, man. Hey, Rodgers is the third best QB in his division right now. I'm sorry. I ain't never seen Aaron Rodgers be able to run like Josh Allen or even Mac Jones or Tua Tagovailoa. And if Tua Tagovailoa stays healthy, guess what? Aaron Rodgers ain't going to be top 3 in his division. So, all this, he said, get that man's a Snicker and Happy Meal and tell him they better bring the trophy home with Daddy A or Daddy ain't coming home. Oh, man. That is hilarious, bro. That is hilarious. Birmingham Stallions and New Orleans game is on right now on Fox. Y'all can definitely turn that thing on. It's on Fox right now, y'all. It's live. It is live. But yeah, man, that's I agree 100%, yo. I definitely agree 100% that it's gonna be a tough season for a lot of these teams. And like, guess what? Aaron Rodgers, we see y'all week 2, baby. Dallas and New York. So come holla at us. You feel me? Y'all lose that game. I'm just saying, that's the second game of the season. So, if Dallas pulls out the victory on that one, you starting your season off not looking like the bad man that Stephen A. Smith says, or likes to say. And again, y'all can clip this if you want to. Stephen A., come holler at me, man. Let's talk about my Cowboys. Since you want to talk bad about the Cowboys every single season. Oh, their demise. They always fall. What do you say? What's bound to happen always happens, or whatever he says. Come say it on the show. Come holla at me. Jersey the King, the Gridiron podcast show, live on YouTube. Come holla at me, man. Let's debate. Let's talk football. Let's see why you think that Aaron Rodgers and the Jets are Super Bowl favorites. I need to know. I need to understand this. Somebody send this to him. Somebody send this to Stephen A. Because, bruh, we need to talk. You feel me? We need to talk. Because I don't know. Bring the cookies and milk, too. We need to have a conversation. We need to have a conversation, brother. Because I'm not feeling this talk that you be having about my Cowboys. And I'm not feeling some of the things you be saying about what you be saying about all these teams, man. Some of the things I don't agree with you, and I've been looking at First Take like, the hell is this? Bro. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. You gotta laugh at that one. But here's another clip. Shots fired. Stephen A. Smith. First Take and Stephen A. Smith ain't nothing without the Dallas Cowboys and their fan base. Nothing. Nothing. And I said it. Jersey the King, the host of the Gridiron podcast show. First Take and Stephen A. ain't nothing without the Dallas Cowboys and their fan base. And we are that fan base. Holla at your boy. Stop playing with me. Next week, we're going to start the show off a little differently, too. I'm going to bite off of you, Stephen A. Watch how I do it. Watch how I start my show next week. We're going to get it lit. We're going to get it popping. Like my boy Wicked said, Stephen A. needs the Cowboys and our fan base. There is no Stephen A. in First Take without us. It would never have happened. You're exactly right, because he made a living off of our team. Period. Oh, somebody need to clip that one. Somebody need to clip that one right there. We need to send it. We need to make that one go viral right there. Stephen A. Smith in First Take ain't nothing without the Cowboys and their fan base. What? Mic drop. What? Again. Stephen A. Smith in First Take ain't nothing without the Dallas Cowboys and their fan base. Period. I don't know what else to tell y'all, because at the end of the day, we make that show. We made that show. Period. That's why they only talk about football and basketball more than any other sport on the daggone show. Irritates the heck out of me. That's why I'm about to be bringing out a new sports podcasting show as well on top of this one, where I'm actually talking about all sports. But real talk, man. Real talk. First Take and Stephen A. ain't nothing without the Cowboys and the fan base of the Cowboys. Hey, bro, let's get it. Somebody clip that. We got to get it popping. We got to get that thing circulating. Because he's going to come and want to talk to us on either one of our shows, bro. Wicked, he's going to want to come and talk to us on either one of our shows. Because we said this. You get what I mean? So, we're saying it again. My man, Wicked, of Thiz Latin and Jersey the King. Wicked of the Gridiron Gang podcast show and Jersey the King of the Gridiron podcast show. Again, Stephen A. Smith and First Take ain't nothing without the Dallas Cowboys and their fan base. Period. Point blank. America's team. Always has been, always will be. Stop playing with us, man. Stop playing with us, man. Like, come on, Stephen A. Let's keep it real. You made a living off the Cowboys. We can go pull up we can make an hour-and-a-half long montage of Stephen A. just going in on the Cowboys. We could even possibly go 2 hours if you want to add the individual players he done bashed on and went crazy on. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? But that's the realest message out there. That's the realest thing in the world, man. Stephen A. Smith and Molly Querom and First Take the Show ain't nothing without the Dallas Cowboys and their fans. Period. I'm just, what? Yo, we gonna get out of here for today, though, guys. Right now, New Orleans Breakers is taking on, the Birmingham Stallions right now. And it's going to be a good game. It's on Fox right now. Y'all go check it out. USFL action. Next week, bringing y'all some more. Next week, I won't be doing the recap of the USFL because I'll be doing the weekly video this week. So be on the lookout for the USFL Fresh Start video for the Week 7 recap. We'll be previewing Week 8, taking a look ahead at the playoff picture, breaking that down. You might be having the similar scenario to the XFL playoffs with a team with a losing record making the playoffs. So we have to see how this week plays out before we can get in that, but we'll definitely be doing a video on that as well. Plus, we'll be talking about that next week. More XFL news. Okay, bro, word up. We definitely got to chop it up, man. More XFL news next week. We'll be covering, again, the Combine. I'm trying to find out where all the cities and locations for the showcases and where the draft is going to be held at, or it's not going to be held at a specific place. It's going to be done virtually. I'm going to make sure I find out where exactly it's going to be streamed. More than likely, it's going to be ESPN+. But we're going to be talking about that. Any NFL news and rants we're going to have to go over next week. Again, if you guys want your football questions asked and answered on the show, please go hit up my Facebook. Go hit up my Twitter. Post your questions. I will be happy to ask them live and answer them live right here on the show. Also, go follow me on all the socials. Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, because I do game still, guys. It's just not my main thing. It's podcasting. You feel me? My main focus right now is podcasting. My sports shows, as well as the Common Conversations coming back. And the Common Conversations is about to be crazy, y'all. Chuck, we got to talk. What else? Follow me on Spotify. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram again. We're trying to get the followers up on Spotify too, man. We're trying to get to 100, so definitely go follow me on Spotify so we can get this show up there, man. We need to get that show noticed. We're about to get these clips put out there, man, and get this going, man. Look, we calling out Stephen A. Smith. We throwing shots at this man and ESPN. This needs to go viral. I'm telling you, they're going to be like, hey, yo, what? And then they're going to be like, Jersey the King, come on the show. I'd be happy to. I'd be happy to come on First Take. Whatever do you mean? I'd be delighted. I'd just be delighted to come on there, you know? It'll be a dream come true, man. I can't even lie, bro. But definitely, like I said, man, next week we got a lot more to talk about as far as the XFL, rookie draft, combines, locations, and stuff. Go check out my XFL Now video series. Go also check out my USFL Fresh Start video series. And again, if you'd like to join Discord, exclamation Discord in the chat. If you like to shop, if you shop with HelloFresh and you want to get 60% off and free shipping, hit that exclamation HelloFresh in the chat before we get out of here, and you'll get that code to use on your next order. And again, I want to thank you guys for just supporting me and being here to, you know, watch this channel grow and see where we go. Like I said, man, I'm going to be looking into getting media credential approval to be able to cover the XFL games next season and cover the NFL games that'll be held here in Las Vegas this season. So I'm working hard, man. I'm trying to, you know, progress the channel and, you know, grow the channel, and I can't do it without you guys, man. You guys are amazing. I love the hell out of all of you, and we're just going to keep growing, you know what I mean? I know more people are going to come. More and more people are going to start showing up while we're live. More and more people are going to be in here debating with us and talking with us and learning, for those who are trying to learn American football, who are not into it or don't watch it or whatever the case may be. That's what I'm here for. That's what this show's here for. That's what the Gridiron's all about, you know, expanding everybody's mind in football and where football is about to be. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here to cover this and give you guys a great experience every time you show up. Wicked, man, thank you for being here, man. I'm going to make you a mod for sure right now, Wicked. I'm definitely about to make you a mod on the channel right now. You feel me? Boom, boom. Just like that. You like my cigar. But like I said, I got a lot of things coming. I am going to be moving here in the next few weeks, and we'll be building a new studio setup. So things are going to be looking nice. We're going to have a whole new setup, and I'm going to try and have a new desk, new monitor, all that good stuff, man. Get my new PC built. So we got a lot of things in the works, man. Like I said, I'm trying to get these media credentials, guys. If we get to go to these games and cover these games, guys, the Gridiron Podcast Show is going to grow tremendously. And like I said, if we can get that Stephen A. clip, that Stephen A. and ESPN clip out there, and make it go viral, it's really going to get people to come and watch the show. So definitely want to thank you guys for being here today. Thank you guys for tuning in, chopping it up with me, making this an awesome episode. You guys are amazing. Again, go check out the XFL Now videos. Go check out the USFL Fresh Start videos. Go check out all the socials. Follow me. Come holla at your boy, man. We here. Appreciate you too, brother. I thank you for being here and chilling with me and just rocking with me, man. I'm definitely going to be checking out the show on Spotify and following the show as well. Y'all go check out Wicked of Thiz Latin. Yo, drop your Spotify real quick, bro, so my peoples can definitely go and show you some love, and we can all go check out your podcast. Because if I'm going to be a guest on your podcast anytime in the future, definitely want my people to get to know who you are as well. So definitely, guys, go follow or subscribe to Wicked on YouTube, and then, you know, go follow him on Spotty so we can, you know, help each other grow, man. Let's get this shit popping, because we're going to have Wicked on the show sooner than later, man. Why not? It would be great to have you to come in and debate with me. And, you know, we can talk some football. So, again, guys, I want to thank you guys for all the support, man. I can't say it enough. There you go, guys. Go hit up Wicked on the Gridiron Gang's podcast show. Some more football, man, so you get some more knowledge from another football head such as myself. And like I said, you'll be seeing us do some things in the future together as well, and bringing our broadcast together for some events, maybe possibly. We'll be checking out the future for sure, and seeing where things go. But definitely, I want to thank you guys for being here. And next week, I can't wait to see you guys tune in. Check out the videos I'll be posting this week. Check out all the content. Don't forget to like the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Until next week, man, I am Jersey the King. This is the Gridiron Podcast Show. Royalty Gamers and Podcasts. We love you. Peace out. Till next week, y'all. Holla at your boy. Jesus. I love y'all. Peace out.